Hiking, water sports, golf, wineries, it's all here in Kamloops, BC, including the Scotties this week on TSN. Wednesday morning, day 6, Scotties Tournament of Hearts, all the action at the Sandman Center, and really, this is part of the week where teams can separate themselves, get top 3, qualify for the playoffs. Our feature, wildcard Walter out of Manitoba, Rachel Homan, Team Ontario. Coming inside the building, glad you're watching our coverage on TSN. Brian Mudrick, 3-time Scotties champion, Kathy Gauthier. In full disclosure, head ice technician Mike Merklinger told all the athletes last night he was going to texture the stones. It basically means more curl. So how do they adjust?
Well, the teams know that by warning them, it's going to be sharper. The stones are going to die quicker. They're going to curl a little bit more. Draw weight is going to be a little bit slower because they have to throw it a little bit farther.
Meantime, last night, she is so much fun to watch. Laurie St. George, lots of energy in her personality, and she is a shot maker and had a great game last night against Wildcard 1, Caitlin Laws.
Well, before the game, Brian, she said, I have to quit fighting the ice. I have to embrace it. I need to figure it out. The draw game has been her strength, and last night in 4, very small real estate to draw to, puts it on the hearts. That set the tone for this game.
Perfect. Top hearts, 2 and 4, and handshake, she would win that game 9-7 over Caitlin Laws. Christina Black, 9-5 over Nunavut as they try to get into the playoffs. Krista McCarville, just one loss so far. The silver medalist from last year, another win. And Scheidegger, wildcard 2, 12-5 over Newfoundland Labrador. We know Carrie Enerson has qualified for the playoffs. Pool B, McCarville 5-1, Jones 5-1, and you see Homan at 3-2, and that makes this game very critical coming up this morning. So let's begin with Rachel Homan. Didn't play yesterday at all on the schedule, had some practice time. So how does Rachel and her team adjust now to this rock texturing?
Well, the challenge for Rachel Homan has been her draw weight. It's about 65%. That is not good enough to win at a Scotties. And then you have the whole day off. The previous game against Haley Burney, well, it went the full distance because she was 4 feet short, 4 feet heavy of the house. You add this extra dimension. This is not the most confident Rachel Homan coming in this morning.
Happy birthday, Megan Walter. How cool is this? Turning 21 today at the Scotties. There is so much to digest. Your first time as a rookie skip. And case in point, the last rookie skip to win the Scotties was Allison Coring back in 1990. It is tough.
Well, it is, but she has really embraced this whole opportunity. She did say, I was dreaming of this my whole life, and then there's cameras, there's lights, there's live crowd. Last game was 89%. She has flicked the switch. We're now seeing what she's made of.
Would love to celebrate her birthday with a win here at the Scotties in Kamloops, taking on the 3-time champ Rachel Homan. That's our feature. First rock next from Kamloops. Megan Walter, what an opportunity. On the brush, trying to slash it over, tap it, spin it, get it through a little bit more. What a shot. Brilliant.
Final rock, Rachel Homan here in 10. Stay with it, miscue. Stay with it, Wilkes. What do you got? You got 1, you got 2, there it is in the game. Ontario is going to win it.
Is presented by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. By Home Hardware. Here's how. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Thanks for making us a part of your Wednesday morning. All 4 sheets in play. On Pool A, it is Laurie St. George taking on PEI Suzanne Burt. 3-2 record for Quebec. Pool A, Sheet C, Silvernagle, McPhail, Nunavut. Our feature is on Sheet D, and we'll keep an eye on Jennifer Jones, 5-1, taking on Casey Scheidegger. And those 3 losses, you don't want any more than 3. It is time to meet the teams. Brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And we begin with the wildcard team out of Manitoba. Megan Walter, Abby Ackland, Sarah Oliver, and Mackenzie Elias. Team Ontario, Rachel Homan, the 3-time champion skip. Rachel Homan, Tracy Fleury is skipping. Rachel throws the 4th stone. At second, Emma Miskew. And at lead, Sarah Wilkes. And one of the storylines, Kathy, has the Team Ontario team, the Yellowstones, wild card, the Redstones, texturing of these rocks. And you wonder about draw weight and adjusting. I'll tell you what, it was Rachel Homan and Emma Miskew throwing the draw to the button, and what did they do? Right on the pin.
Very impressive. And that is going to be a huge edge early anyways in this game for Team Homan, who are more comfortable on arena ice, are they're used to seeing these rocks get sharpened and adjusting to them. This Walter team has not played as much on arena ice. They did travel this year. A lot of the events are in curling clubs. And when they sharpen the stones at the provincial championships, they don't usually do that much to them. Not as dramatic as they will see here.
And whether it's adrenaline, nerves, TV game this morning, a mistake from Mackenzie as that slides through.
I liked it. I thought it was there.
That shows you how good you have to be. At 84%, you are at 14th in a field of 18.
Go for weight. 5-6, not bad. 15. Good feet. Good, Sarah. Wrong side. Oh no. Hands, right at it. Got it. 10.
Scotties debut for Mackenzie.
Right up.
Well, Mackenzie and Megan are a pair. They have been together for a very long time. Very good friends as long as teammates. It would be very surprising to see those two split up anytime soon.
Sixth Scotties appearance for Sarah Wilkes, winning the championship 2019 with Chelsea Carey, beating Rachel Homan. And that was that crazy comeback. Carey was down 5-1. Wilkes was the third on that team, playing lead on this new look Homan team, with Emma Miskew also coming down to be a front end player. Sarah Oliver, second stones for this team out of the East St. Paul Curling Club.
And just with style of play, I would expect that both of these teams, you have Megan that's not as comfortable with textured stones. You have Rachel, who had the entire day off yesterday. Not a surprise that we will see them run it up and down this first end.
15, same as draw for him.
Keep rocks in the house. No one wants to have to make a precise draw with stones that you're not 100% sure of, and also having some time off.
Well, that's your Emma or Rachel who put them right on the pin in the practice. But no, your point is taken. And it is rare, though, Kathy. We haven't seen a lot of these first end blanks at this competition.
6, 15. Good feet.
Well, you saw that huge rotation by the Homan team and throwing it in, and that is one of the keys for this wild card team, is to be prepared for these sharpened stones. So that extra rotation to make sure that you get the most out of your stones. And Mackenzie Elias at lead is dramatically lower in standings than her counterpart Sarah Wilkes. That means if Mackenzie can play better, you start off on a pretty even keel. Well, so much talk about this pairing of Tracy Fleury, and she is the key in this game. She has made a lot of saves when Rachel has been struggling, and that draw weight comfort. We saw it in the draw to the button, but to me it's going to be very different when Rachel has to make a precise draw in this game against points to see how she does.
Keys to the game brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
Good, clean. Good. Nice. Nice one. Yeah. Get a little roll in. Yeah, I think so. You could even afford a hair less ice, Ab, with a 9. I think this is okay.
Now, before they textured the stones overnight, These were the paths that Mike was getting a little bit concerned about. Outside in the wings, we're starting to run a lot straighter, and so he would have had to clip the top of the ice a little bit more to make the curl, but then you start to diminish the ice surface, and that's why they're sharpening the stones now so that they will settle in, for lack of better words, as we get to the weekend and the championship final.
I know. I'll wait. Yeah.
You got it.
The 6 Scotties for Tracy Fleury, joining this team for the first time this season, as she's competed for Ontario. When it all started, Ontario for her, then Northern Ontario, Manitoba, team wildcard last year at Thunder Bay.
Normal? Yeah.
And her best record all time, 8-4 in Penticton back in 2018. That was the year Jennifer Jones won here in British Columbia. Her 6th title all time. We saw Abby at a couple of Canadian juniors in Stratford.
9-7.
As a skip in Liverpool 2014 as well, playing 3rd.
Good throw.
Well, and she did start as a skip this year, and then when things weren't going as well as they wanted them to, they had Megan throw last rock, but Abby still called the game, and finally they made the complete switch. And for someone like Megan, who skipped through her entire junior career, calling the game and throwing last rock is not new.
Reach to it. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
Oh, just a 9.
It was more. Nice way,
Tracy. It was a 9.
Great choice.
It's a 10 on the nose.
Okay. You got it. 9?
10 on the nose. Really straight.
Yeah. Hey, right on. Thank you, got it.
And this will be a good opening shot for Megan Walter. I don't know how many times or if she's played Rachel Homan, but this is one of those teams like a Jennifer Jones that is pretty daunting to take on. And the degree of difficulty early really helps to settle the nerves.
The world mixed curling champion, gold medal in 2019 in Aberdeen, Scotland.
Are we trying to roll anywhere?
If we can, I just want to see what the normal's doing.
Okay.
I'm fine with those.
Okay. How are you going to throw it?
Just straight through.
Okay.
Always the question, how are you going to throw it?
Up normal. We're close. Yeah.
And Rachel,
Clean,
just like Carrie Anderson, just like Jennifer Jones, it always seems that this is the time of week where you get that eye of the tiger, a little bit of that change. You can smell that playoff round coming up, and the best always find that other gear, Kathy. Did you sense that in a Connie Laliberti when you guys were playing and winning your Scotties titles?
100%. It's just an intangible thing that you can say, but you just see the demeanor was Connie or Jennifer, that they just thrive on the bigger games, the bigger competition, and when it really matters, those are the teams and the individuals that really rise. They don't get at all concerned about pressure because they don't feel it.
Yeah, and it's still straight.
Please.
So Megan Walter on her birthday has done her job in the first end.
Ninth Scotties appearance for Rachel Homan.
Yep. Yep. Gotta go, Em.
Three-time champ.
Really gotta go.
Has played in 6 finals. And a big scrub here to try
Hard, Sarah, go.
maintain hammer. And that'll spin right into your living room. And a blank on the board here in 1. We're underway. Our feature, Wildcard 3, Walter, Ontario Homan.
Abby's rock. Mine's good. Abby's rock. Still.
Welcome back inside the Sandman Center on this Wednesday morning. Brian Mudrick, Kathy Gauthier with you. And a few rocks in play here, Kathy, so it looks like game on here. And number 2 between Ontario and Wildcard 3, Walter.
Well, Rachel Homan is not going to waste any more time throwing the corner guard right away to try to force play. I think that those draw to the button shots gave her that little bit of confidence back.
Real close.
I
liked it. Easy for Lynham.
Okay. Got top 4.
Yeah, I just want to keep it clean.
Easy if you can. Yeah, we can.
Whoa, whoa.
Just line.
Keep to curl.
Whoa.
Keep to curl.
Weight's good.
Oh, hair heavy. Back button on her own.
Put another one on top.
That's
like
what I thought.
Another one on top. Yeah.
That's a catcher for us right now.
Yeah.
All right, Kathy, let's get our viewers up to date, starting with Sheet C, Silvernagle, Saskatchewan, and Nunavut, McPhail.
Well, that red stone is slightly closer, so it is Silvernagle currently lying shot. Tough draw, needs to get to the heart, but the potential is for 2.
Line's tighter. Yeah, line.
Has struggled with draw weight this week. Is 15th
Yeah,
amongst
this one, man.
skips or forced rock throwers.
It's good. It's on its own. Go hard. We've missed it. Whoa, we've missed it. We've missed it. We've missed it.
And this, the draw for 2, but she'll tap her red and still gets the single. So again,
Yeah.
able to convert that hammer. She'll pick up 1.
One red.
Just
Yeah.
one. Board. Okay.
And much like our feature, some blanks.
If it doesn't come up, we can hit the inside of theirs.
As Quebec, Manitoba blanking the first end in their respective games.
Close.
Clean it.
Little
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Emma Miskew in her 10th Scotties appearance as she skipped last year as Rachel was at the Olympics with John Morris in mixed doubles. And where does that shooter go? It will
Do you like that throw?
Yeah.
spill out.
Take less ice. Yeah. That was the same ice as the draw to the.
Which one are you trying to guard?
You heard the conversation about
I
the
think.
throw, feeling that
You want to be on the
they just
center
need a little
line or
less
over?
ice. The throw was good,
Which
so
one do you
still
want
charting.
to guard more? I want it right on center.
Yeah, okay.
Where it was.
Yeah, like a 15.
Yeah. Just trust it. It's quick. I like it. Airtight. 2. Two's okay. My room. Just a 2. We gotta go line. 2. Can we just leave it? Mine's gonna be okay. 2.5.
I think it's
Oh, do that to stop. Yep. Hard. Hard, Ab. Little more.
Kathy, how did this wild card
Good.
team come together and look at Manitoba Provincials? What did you see out of their games there?
I thought they looked really good. This is a team that has put aside a lot of personal things in their life to travel a lot. They really wanted to qualify for slam events. They wanted to get themselves into a Scotties. So they went nonstop, traveling all over the country, trying to qualify for points. And so just having all those reps, they came into the provincials very sharp. And other than a little bit of a spotty play, mostly through the middle of the lineup in the provincial final, they had a terrific week.
Losing that final, obviously, to Jennifer Jones.
Probably better than under. Almost like that.
Okay. Like 80.
Yeah.
Well, my 80 was what, 13?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like an 80, so I think it's pretty nice here.
Okay. I got Deb.
Yeah, but
Whoa, solid! Yes! Pull! Hard! Yes! Right there. Hard! Hard! You gotta go there. Oh. Okay. Okay. Good weight.
So now Ontario, obviously lying the 2 with hammer, trying to get a little separation maybe and remove that red stone.
Well, that was a huge opportunity for wildcard 3. It was an open stone. You hit it and roll under, and Homan is chasing. But by ticking the guard, not only did you not make the shot, but the worst part for Walter was that it moved it open and opened up the path to that stone that Tracy is now going after. Chance to lie 3.
Little big. Whoa. 10-5. Close, clean. No, curl. Easy. Yep, Sarah, hard, really hard. Really hard, Sarah, really hard.
Watch your feet.
Jiggles the red out. Little bit of separation.
Hit me, sorry.
And sorry, Muddy. One of the reasons that this game is so hard to call is it has been a roller coaster for these back ends. When you look at Rachel Homan and Tracy Fleury, their lows and their highs dramatically different. So who shows up, you're not sure. And when you look at Megan and Abby, the same, coming in on some low numbers, but the last 2 games for both of them, that's highlighted in red, coming off really good results. But we just saw with Abby just a struggle sometimes and missing the wrong way.
And that's where you probably lean to experience as well. As Megan Walter, who mentioned it, happy birthday, 21 today. And Rachel Homan played in her first Scotties as a 21-year-old, 2011 Charlottetown. And what a great championship that was for Rachel. 8-3 record. She lost the bronze medal in her first year there as skip to Heather Smith.
Let me know.
Hoops, right?
It's like a good 15 to wings, Trace. That ice looks
We
good.
don't have to move it, but we can.
Ice, right?
Yeah.
Well, 21 today, and that, well, you just showed us that Rachel was 21. If her trajectory, that's Megan I'm talking about, is anything like Rachel Homan, some huge wins ahead in her career.
Weight's close.
And Homan had some confidence coming in, winning the Canadian Juniors the year before.
Curl. 7. Curl. 8.
Pretty incredible, though, when you look at Rachel, 9th appearance.
Really got to move it.
3-time champ, 6 finals. In the last 3 finals, she lost 2 to Anderson, 1 to Chelsea Carey. So Rachel Homan always knocking on the door every time she's here.
It's like back 8.
Yeah.
Probably through it.
Yeah, it will back 8 at
Trace,
least.
good shot.
Great toss, Trace.
Thanks. Yeah.
That was probably through, Trace.
Is she throwing it in? Will they make this double? Okay. 9. You got it, Meg.
So the out-turn double. Megan Walter.
Well, thank you, Sarah. Curl. Sarah.
Yeah, curl.
Harder. Curl. Curl.
The card from Oliver, get it over. And she'll clip 2.
Well done.
Stick the shooter.
How'd it go? Good. Good throw. Nice. Really nice.
Nice controlled throw, good rotation, good sweeping by Sarah to move that stone.
It's not curling at all.
Just very precise this way. Oh, it can be anywhere. Full 8 here.
Okay.
Okay. If you like it.
No, I like either one. If you're feeling this.
I don't know this line, so whatever you've seen.
Okay.
Well, the usual
This is a guess.
theory
just
would be
wider,
that you would play this way to separate your stones as much as possible. The concern is that it is precise. If it happens to over curl just that wee little bit, all of a sudden now Megan is making a play to lie 4. And so going around the corner guard, the red corner guard.
Okay. Same way, just drop
But
her
the
hammer.
line's important here, guys.
Okay.
15? Yeah. That's all there on its own.
That'll be real close.
Well, we've talked about the draws. Look at those numbers. That is not what you would expect to see from a top ranking team out of Scotties.
7. Line's good.
16th among 18 players in draw percentages.
Emma!
What I find interesting about that, though, Kathy, is that regardless, this team is still right in that playoff mix. I mean, imagine if that draw wakes up. Look out. And that's really, as you see this one come in July 2, what really separates, I mean, you can't teach experience. You got to go get it. And you got to know what it feels like to maybe struggle, find it mid-championship, get your confidence back, and that's all part about being a 3-time champ and finding your way.
Well, and look at the bottom. When I looked last night, so the draws on the in-turn and the out-turn, 57% and 71, but look at the hit game. Rachel is known for that ability to throw the big bullet. That has not wavered in this championship. She is throwing the rock really well, making the big shot. It's the soft side of the game that has been a little bit spotty.
Megan Walter, her final stone here in 2, facing a pair right now. Here comes that red guard. Oh, man. And a tough mistake and an open draw for 3 for Rachel Homan.
Side down. Yeah. I hadn't played that spot, I guess.
And you always talk, Kathy, I hear it all the time, the pro miss. And you know, if anything, you just got to clip one of those out and you get it inside, and that's the worst case scenario, unfortunately, for wildcard.
And we so often see that in the first couple of ends, any kind of softer weight played in that middle path because it's not worn down in the draws to the button, and so it grabs, and that's what happened with Megan. So an opportunity here for 3.
And this was the exact path that Rachel Homan threw the in-turn for the draw to the button to start the game. And she put it right on the hearts. So you have to expect this one to be close, and it is real good. 3 on the board. As Rachel Homan and Team Ontario, the early lead here in Kamloops. There is Sarah Wilkes, lead stones for Team Ontario from London, Ontario, where the Briar will be our next stop on the Season of Champions. And a good start for Rachel Homan. That nice draw, picks up her 3 and takes advantage of the mistake from Megan Walter.
Well, 2 mistakes in the backhand for Team Walter. Abby wrecking on a guard and opening up access to the shot stone, and then Megan wrecking on the guard, just getting caught in that fresh path down the center. And the Homan team jumping on those misses.
Where are we? Top 3.
Mackenzie Elias lead stones for this wildcard team.
3. Hard. Line's perfect. 4. Hard. Drag it. Hard up. Hard.
Top 8.
Control.
Okay, control.
Okay.
Nose is okay, a little roll in's good.
I think this looks the same, hey?
This is a must-win, Kathy, for KC Scheidegger, Lethbridge wildcard 2, taking on Jennifer Jones at 5-1.
Well, Jennifer is second shot, and you can see that shot stone belongs to Casey Scheidegger, but with that long guard and with the curl of the ice, for Jennifer looking to throw quiet weight, tap that red stone back for an opening 2.
Yeah, go then. Line's good. Go then. Yep, you got to go then.
Manitoba, the only team, Kathy, in the field to start each and every game thus far with hammer. And that's obviously the draw to the button big when it comes to the tiebreaker situation as well, if one is needed for the top 3 to make the playoffs in each pool. And that is an unforced error and a steal.
Especially because they jumped on it early and were sweeping it to keep it straight. It's a bit of a surprise.
Just checking, it's Emily Zacharias is on the bench for this game as they have that rotation on Team Manitoba.
Hard.
Keep it on that side. Keep it on that
Hard.
side. Nose.
Hard.
Hard, 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 hard.
whoa. Oh, he's there.
That's fine.
Well, removes one, but the key for that shot where Sarah was to stick her shooter right where it is.
Halfway is good. Yeah, you get a little higher than that. It's okay.
You feel real fast.
You hate the rip?
Curls gradual here.
You hate the peel? I don't mind this.
I think it goes right into ours,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I like this.
Okay.
Well, adjustments for Emma Miscue to play second after playing third for so many years. Adjustment for Rachel Homan to not be in charge of calling the game for the most part and for running up and down sweeping. Now, she does play a lot of mixed doubles, so that is not unique.
2.5.
But it is an adjustment onto the women's team.
Whoa. Let it stop. Whoa.
Great shot, Em.
Her and John Morris, the 5-4 record
shot,
for
yeah.
Canada
You got it.
in Beijing.
She runs pretty good with peel.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Really hard. Really hard.
Sarah Oliver, the run back, and 1 and 2. Ontario Stones, away they go.
Well, two really good shots by Sarah. The first to stick her shooter there so that this could be possible. Makes the great run back. Doubles the two yellow off.
Nice shot from Sarah Oliver.
Not with the score, I don't think. Yeah, it's a little straighter.
Okay, control.
Yeah.
Sarah played
You should come back
a
nice
couple of
here with an
Canadian
intern.
juniors and one with Laura Burtnick, who is in the field for Laurie St. George and Team Quebec, as we saw them as our feature in that win last night. How did Quebec look last night, Kathy? You were
Really
covering
good.
that, yeah.
It's good.
Really good. It was a very different Laurie St. George. She did not risk as much early. You remember 2 games ago, she gave up 6 in the third end and then just fought to get back and also just felt more confident. She was throwing the rock better,
Okay, that's fine, Trace.
seemed to have more control of where to put the
It's a little
broom,
heavy, I think.
and got some wonderful results.
And you have to think confidence. You knock off a 2-time
Unnecessary
Olympic
up
gold
three.
medalist and certainly one of the favorites in Caitlin Laws and her
It's
team
2
that is
feet
full
higher,
of
she makes the same
Scotties
shot.
experience.
Yeah, he's nice here. This is like about
Half
half a foot
More than I got. Yeah.
That's some very nice shot
Different
making
path
this
than
morning.
You as a team, Kathy, when you competed, did you feel anything different this time of the week? Was there a little extra on your team, or are you so focused from start to finish you don't?
Very
doesn't make
much
a
the
difference?
latter.
We
Yeah.
need something.
You know, you come in here and you want to maintain that same intensity from first
need
game to
something.
last.
We need this.
Doesn't matter whether you're playing the top team in the field or the team that is lower ranked. If you let off at all, you can't expect good results.
A little audible there.
I know. Okay.
Game speed here is your draw to the wing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can
just
take off
make
a couple feet.
6 feet. You got it.
So trying to put additional pressure on Megan Walter, asking Tracy Fleury to go behind the center guard. If you wanted to play defensively, you could hit the stone that belongs to wild card that's in the house, but you are shot. Chance to lie 2.
Hard, Sarah. Hard, Sarah. 6. Hard.
Weight's good.
6. Just Sarah. Mine's good. Go just Sarah. Where do you want it? Light.
Yeah.
Where do you want it? It's really light.
No, it's not.
Just get it here.
That's great. Easy, easy. Not too deep.
Tracy.
That was a great drag there. I thought I heard really light, and then I heard no, it's not. And they pulled that all the way top 4.
The run double.
And it doesn't matter if you're wrong. What matters is communicating.
Yeah,
Great
that
weight.
looked like top 12 to me.
Great weight.
9, Ab. You got it. You got it.
Sometimes that extra rotation, it's almost that it floats across the top of the ice and it will go a lot further than if you have a very soft handle.
Whoa. Yeah.
Particularly with the sharpened stones, they would just dig in faster.
Whoa!
Abby Acklin
Okay, that's good.
picks the
That's
1
fine.
yellow out. And it is still Ontario lying the 2 without Hammer here in 3.
But it's better for Megan. Wants to make sure she's got access to the forefoot.
Front of the tee, carries forever. Yeah. What's ideal depth here?
Carrie's really nice.
We mentioned off the top, Kathy, a storyline, and Mike Merklinger, the head ice technician, the texturing of the stones, and obviously everyone is told there's full disclosure, everyone knows.
But we really
Would
need
you
a
give
good
the
line.
advantage to the teams out here with more experience?
All day.
Big time, yeah?
Big time, because you know what to expect and you don't let it get in your head. You know that that just means that they're going to stop faster because they're sharper on the bottom. We're going to have a lot of rotation.
No, 6-7, no kick.
Mike good. Lead's close. Mike
Yeah, we just swept it.
This is not a team that is going to throw a lazy handle at all.
It's all there. She's got to stop.
Mike good. Mike, get to curl a
It's
bit. You got to bury it.
Yeah.
Hard shot. Even
7.
if you're back, you got to bury it.
So the opposite of lazy is lots of rotation is what you're getting across.
Exactly.
That's good, that's good, that's good.
And back Hearts.
Well, so much of this game going in was the question around draw weight for Rachel Homan. Her numbers lower than we've seen them in a very long time, and it was a struggle in her last game. And having yesterday off, we wondered what would it look like. Well, she did really well in the draw to the button, but it's in game that it really shows what your confidence level is. And in the second end, she is pushed to make a draw, and a pretty precise one. If she comes deep, she lets Megan Walter off the hook, makes a perfect one. That guard on the top gets wrecked on, and it leads to 3.
The key shot brought to you by OK Tire. Service, repair, tires.
Backboard. Let it work.
Well, the out is given with that draw going behind the Hearts. Chance for Megan to get on top.
Backboard. Easy, easy. Backboard. Let it work. Backboard.
How's line?
Line's good.
Yes, Sarah. Yes, Sarah. Oh, we need to curl that.
Needs to curl. Yeah.
Well, you heard the whole time. Back line, back line. The communication was there.
Close.
They're just wishing that they had got it to curl a little bit more.
She can come to mine and be shot, though, eh?
Sorry?
She can come to mine and be shot.
At least we're forcing the other side.
Okay. No, I think it's real close.
5, 6.
Need 6.
Lead's close. Good. Go for.
Real close.
Line's
Get it
good.
there. Where's light?
5.
Rachel thought maybe light out of her hand.
Go. Hard. Line's good.
And now the push is on.
Go. Hard, guys, go.
Yep, keep going.
Keep going, keep going. Go, go, go.
And the skip knew right away.
That ran really different.
Yeah. That ran very different.
Well, one of the sweepers, I think Sarah.
Do you think you threw them the same? It looked the same to me. I thought I took off 4 feet, but I thought you should have been able to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, your release looked the same, like your extension looked the same.
We heard somebody say, I think it's light. If Rachel feels she took off 4 feet, well,
Similar weight, Meg.
that's about the shortness that she is, so she's
But you
right.
can come to that back yellow, right?
Yeah, you got it. I don't mind.
Curl a little more. It was maybe crashable.
Light was okay there.
Sorry?
Light was okay there. I don't want to be heavy.
Yeah.
And what Rachel's saying is if it could have gone a little bit more and
Feels like more.
blocked Megan's path,
Only line.
she might have been able to tick on it, but it is open on this side, but needs some heart.
So the intern draw, Megan Walter,
Only line.
trying to draw it and get 2 and pull within 1 in our feature.
Line.
All you.
Oh, can we just go to the back yellow?
Nice job, gets through the hole.
Sit.
Little tap, and it will sit. Lovely draw, Megan Walter. Team wildcard number 3 picking up a pair. It's a 1-point game here at the Sandman Center in BC.
Brittany Tran. What do you got? 1, 2, 3. There you go. Touch them all and gets them all. Final stone.
Little big.
Just touch it over like that. How do you like that? Hold that right now. Can you just touch this up? Touch it right up. Oh, you got the pinhole shot. Rock, BC.
Clean. Yes.
You got it? Bang. Come across. Kick it. Get going. And away it goes.
Oh.
Got to maneuver that port and does, and through, and what a shot. Sticks around in time. Stacey Curtis, what can she maneuver? 1, 2, the yellow spilling. Oh, will it spin enough? What a shot from the skip. Christina Black, big weight, trying to hold the line. Gets one, rolls it over. She got shot rock.
Here we go. Angle it over. Here. Oh, look out, look out, look out, look out. Oh, goodness.
And we know more great shots to come with championship weekend around the corner, so we know that Carrie Anderson obviously has locked up a playoff spot. You want to be the top seed, Kathy, because it ensures that your next game into the playoffs, you have that extra life if you lose. This is critical, Pool B. So McCarville, Jones, both 5-1. Well, keep in mind, McCarville beat Jones. So what? She's got 2 games left against who, Kathy? And if she wins them both, I believe it's Newfoundland, Labrador,
and Yukon. Both today, Muddy. She has tomorrow off.
So there you go. She wins those 2. She does wrap up top spot because she beat Jennifer Jones head-to-head. So it is getting interesting here at Kamloops on this Wednesday. Sort of like moving day when you talk about golf. Really by the end of today you get a clearer sense of what has to happen, who the top 3 are on each side. And you saw Rachel Homan as well on that right side of the board, and a big game for both these teams to keep their playoff mojo going. And a nice job by Megan Walter, that draw for 2. So it is 3-2 Ontario. Rachel Homan up by 1 with hammer here in 4.
Well, and Muddy, going back to that leaderboard, so many teams bunched together, and you just want to stay in the mix. You don't want to have to be in that situation of hoping that somebody wins so that you can advance or somebody loses.
Okay, it's better.
Jennifer Jones trying to make history this week. No one has ever won 7 Scotties titles. She's 5-1. She's taking on Scheidegger this morning.
Well, it's split house. You can see that Shotstone does belong to Casey Scheidegger, but it is open for Jennifer, looking for that kitten stick for the pair.
Clean only. Clean only.
You heard her coach, Glenn Howard, the 4-time Brier World Champ, saying it's been vintage Jennifer so far this week. As she has these youngsters on her team now, bringing that great experience. And there you go, hit for 2, 2-1 after 3.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No!
She could just use a hammer rotation.
Yes, that's the rotation. I was watching that handle come in, and with that soft handle and the sharpened stones, it drifted far more to the center than needed, leaving the stone that is shot open.
Easy line. Well done. Well, if it's forward.
Hard. Yep. Hard. Push.
Whoa.
Queen's good.
Whoa.
It's close. Yep. Hard.
Yep. Roll it. Yep.
Hard out of their reach.
Hard. Roll it.
Hard.
Good shot. Okay.
Kathy, another update sheet C. Silvernagle, Saskatchewan, and McPhail, Nunavut.
Well, Bridget's trying to make the double and stick around for 2. She pushed Christina Black and that Nova Scotia team last night to make a lot of shots. Opportunity here for 2.
Yeah. Whoa. Girl.
92% so far today, Bridget McPhail. So really elevating her numbers. Gets the 2 red to go, crashes into the yellow. So a single. And a close game over on sheet C.
Well, the roll back was huge.
And yeah, blank in 1, blank in 2, blank
Pitching
in 3.
Pitching a no-hitter.
Laurie St. George with hammer, still in 4. Which is interesting because the style of both those teams, they're not shy about putting rocks in play.
No, I think for Lottie, she got burned on that same sheet in that game the other day where she gave up a 6 and she gave up a 3.
Really good.
And she told us last night that she felt that that sheet, so that is the A sheet, the far outside, was the trickiest in the building, so it may be just a little bit tentative. Muddy?
That was a nice double there from Tracy Fleury in our feature.
She just has the angles.
Yeah. Hey,
Same weight. I like that 11.
hey.
You got it, Abby. Think that's enough, Ab?
Should be close, yeah.
Stay close.
11.
Yep. Little less.
Yep.
I think we're a bit more.
Yep.
We're
Whoa.
10-5.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah. 10-5. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hard.
Roll.
Oh, what a shot. Abby Ackland picks it clean, rolls it over, and wild card lying 2.
She's on the ball today.
Yeah.
Now we
Good
lost
throw.
it.
Nice.
Nice shoot, man.
Really good.
Well, it's Megan's birthday. You got to be on the ball for your skipper, don't you?
Back-to-back shots. There's a little gift.
Oh, love it.
Control? Yeah. On the nose, okay, Trace. Okay. Weight's close.
And 100% for this woman thus far, Tracy Fleury in our feature.
Heavy. Gotta go, gotta
Playing
go.
some nice
gotta
curling.
go.
Keep going, Abby.
Keep going, any roll.
Good.
Okay.
Nice throw, Trace.
The one great part of this year's Scotties, again, fans in the building, lots of school kids from around the Kamloops area. We've seen them all week long.
11. Hair flop your way, sir.
Okay.
A little bit of TV time, some great signs being made. We got Ontario, I see Quebec there in the back, very nice.
Little Nunavut flag.
Yeah,
A little softer on my ends.
awesome to see the youngsters getting involved.
Curling bingo. Wow. Under the G.
Go
Go
Jay.
Jay.
I was coming there. I was coming there.
That was like me in the parking lot this morning. Stop for me, Brian. Give me a ride.
Worry now. Stay closer. Stay close.
Well, imagine you're back home in Winnipeg. What'd you say the temperature is there back home right now?
It's a wind chill of minus 39.
Okay, you can stay there.
Thank you, British Columbia.
Straight.
Hard.
Hard. No roll.
And that roll will poke out the other side.
Shoot. Should have just been on it.
Yeah. It's usually at the end we're losing them.
Okay. I'll have to take a closer look at the curling
Okay,
bingo.
so 3 points, second and one end.
I see a
Oh,
raised
that's
stone.
so
I
interesting.
think I read there. Could also double as a fan.
Oh,
So
just-
there's that.
Is it warm? What is happening? It's their version of the wave.
Line's important. Okay,
Handshakes between teams was one of the squares. Yeah, that's cool.
Very creative teacher, having them look to see the different parts of the game.
This Ontario back end still 100%. Tracy Fleury, Rachel Homan.
Maybe I'm the Russian judge, Brian. I would not have been giving Rachel a 4 out of 4 on her last draw. It didn't block the path. It wasn't a horrible shot, but they're still recording her at 100%.
Line only.
Well, whoever is giving the grades out this morning, I needed them in high school. Would have helped. It wasn't pretty, Kathy.
Hey, sorry.
It's a number, right?
Yet here I am
15-1.
with a 3-time Scotties
not in the
champ in
room.
the
That was
booth. See, it all worked out for me.
A wonderful draw weight. That was the story of the week so far for Rachel Homan. The struggles with it, but has had no difficulty, whatever she has done to dial it back in.
Finished nice.
She certainly has.
But really, Kath, I mean, that's what champs do, right? I
Yes.
mean, you're a 3-time
less than
champion.
your
They
last
had the
one.
day off yesterday. They got some practice time in. I am not surprised that Rachel Homan has found that gear.
We're all there. A little bit tight. Feel it. It's really curly. There. Key line. You gotta go line. See where? Coming on. You gotta go line. Yeah. Gotta go line.
And they have to go line because that yellow stone is coming up real quick.
Roll it to center. Roll it to center. Roll it to center.
And
Roll there.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's kind of been a story for Megan Walter.
really
A
just
hit
curling
earlier
over
on.
hand?
I think
Three
two or
times.
three shots, just line.
That same path, just underthrowing
Weight
on
would
the
have been good,
center.
eh? Yeah, your weight was really nice.
Yeah. It just seems like they're curling out of your hand. Because I thought your weight was like perfect.
Yeah.
Do you like the same ice? No, because I was like even tight straight
So this
to
is
my
where you
last.
were?
Yeah.
Okay.
So opportunity for a skips deuce, having made the first one. Trying to replicate it and put it back on top of that stone for the pair.
A little more.
Very
Mine's
similar.
free.
More
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Weight's close. Need to get by.
Yeah.
Whoa, you gotta wait. Curl him.
Final stone here in 4.
You're on the red.
As
Really
Rachel
needs to
picked up that
curl.
3 in the second.
Yeah, you really gotta go.
Hard.
Really gotta go.
Hard.
And trying to get it over to get by this red stone.
Hard,
Little
guys,
clip.
go.
Drag it in. And not quite enough.
Well, it's been no lack of trying by Emma Miskew, trying to knife that stone over, made it move about a foot from where she started, but not enough.
To Rachel's credit, that weight looked pretty close. Regardless, she does lead by 2 here at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Welcome back inside the Sandman Center.
It's never lift.
And a 4-2 advantage for Rachel Homan. Weight looked good, Kathy, on that final rock,
Oh, I
but
think
just
the
a
weight
tough
was
little
fine.
path there to get into, right?
For sure, the weight was fine. If they don't make contact with the top, and it looked for a moment that Emma was going to be able to move the stone enough to get by, I think that Rachel scores 2, but caught enough of it that she did not.
So you see Sarah Wilkes, that one rock top 4, and then the center line guard. Corner guard up for
It's about the same, but I'm going to
Megan
have
Walter
5
from
more feet on it.
her lead, Mackenzie Elias.
So it will run straighter.
Line's good.
Top 8, top 12.
T-line room.
5,
Where?
5, 4.
Hard, Sarah.
Gotta go.
Hard, Sarah.
I don't know if we're in.
Hard.
That is a big push from Oliver and Ackland just to try find some paint, and a little bit light, so 2 corners now.
Well, they said 16 between the hogs.
Yeah, probably
it's
good.
running about 15, so they did well, they being Abby and Sarah, to get it as far as they did. And it's something that can be used, muddy, as you said.
I like it.
We're all there. Wait, close. Top 4. 6. Clean. Line only. Bouncing.
Line's good.
Top 8. Top 8.
Well then.
Bouncing.
Okay, needs to curl then.
Back butt.
We got it.
Take it deep.
Whoa, whoa.
Hard.
Yep,
Get it past. Get it past.
Yep.
Trying to take away the double, that's the whole separation.
Rachel. So you ended up throwing the 7. Yeah.
And here's where those 2 guards come into play.
Like 12.
For Sarah, if she's able to remove it and roll underneath both of those, no run back available for Homan.
80.
75, 80. Little it down.
Just amazing how young they start, right? I'm looking at Sarah, and it says, you know, age 26, years curl 21. So start them young in Manitoba.
You start kindergarten and curling the same day.
Whoa.
Oh, hey, Sarah.
Well, better than missing on the outside. At least you open it up. With last rock,
12-9.
important that you leave a shot for your skip.
Roll on.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the
That's the
jam's
pro
close
side
for
miss.
that.
Doesn't look like it.
Well, if we do, that sucks, though.
Yeah.
Hit
You're
half
trying to
rock
get
and
it
roll over.
under.
It looks well by. Half rock, I'm not.
So we
let's
do have
try.
a single finally on sheet A.
What are we
Quebec
looking
1-0 lead there. 2-2, wild card 2 in Manitoba and Saskatchewan. A 4-1 advantage now over Nunavut.
Yeah, keep it there. You got it.
And Silver and Eagle picking up a 3 spot in the 4th.
Yeah.
Heavy! Get the top. Whoa! Get the top. Still go. On the back. Line.
Okay.
I think she may have got that going out of her hand. Was trying to get the tighter one and to roll in off of it.
So electing to leave those stones there for now. Use their corner guard.
Yeah, but that guard looks over more.
Okay, I guess not.
I like that.
I thought mine really
there.
stopped. But
Yeah.
I got like a 420 on Ken's second, I think.
Yeah, I think I got like a 16.
Like 10?
So I like a 0.5.
Talking about split times from back line to hog.
Much more line.
Well, don't put
Lots of room.
I think we need to go because this isn't even it.
Just Poppy.
You heard, I asked Joanne Courtney on the air yesterday about when she swept, like how much she did the split times and the stopwatch. She said very much feel. What is the strategy for this team? Are they on the clocks a lot?
They're very much on the split times from back line to hog. The problem with that is that if you have a bit of a faster kick and then you pull off, or somebody that comes out and just lets it go, it doesn't always reflect as much. So hog to hog is the same for everybody. And really for draw weight, you want to get a feel and then go with that.
I think that's the call.
Yeah. Which way?
Years ago in my beer league men's league, we had a player like that. He would push out, he'd come, extend, and then pull it all the way back and then let go. It's like, well, it's useless to get,
Yeah,
a split
those
time,
numbers
right?
would have been nothing for Buddy.
You could go hog to hog, but as a front end sweeper, that's not going to help you there either. So it's a lot of ways to do it.
Trace, you know the speed here.
Yeah.
My favorites are the teams that say just a little bit more than draw to the button, or what you threw last stand, it's getting a little bit slower. That's something, this is a touch game, a feel game. And this young woman has a lot of that. This is a touch player, Tracy Fleury is.
Gotta go line. 2. Okay, just go. Hard end.
Trying to guard.
I think we might just need to let it die.
Line's better. Go, go, go.
Okay. I think we gotta let it stop now. Just gotta stop it.
Never. Great sweep, Ben.
Okay, good.
Of course, story from another great curling family. I believe her brother's going to the Brier out of Northern Ontario as well.
Tanner Horgan and brother Jake, stepbrothers of Tracy's, who represent Northern Ontario, beat Brad Jacobs in the C qualifier.
Through the house. I get her thought process.
But we need to get that center off. Yeah, that's what I saw.
Hey, you got it, Abby.
So big shot here coming up. Abby Acklin runs the yellow back. Oh, all moving. What a shot from Abby Acklin to clean things up for wild card 3.
That's when you turn around and say, you are welcome. Well done.
I'm on the wrong side.
Really nice.
Peach.
That is indeed a peach. Not only has she removed the 3 stones, she's opened up the front, left the corner guards. And any place that Rachel Homan goes, there will be a run back with a wild card stone onto a shot stone. A terrific shot.
Yeah, Megan Walter might share that birthday cake with Abby if she keeps that rocking. That was lovely. Great curling in 5.
Should be there.
Okay.
Late's real close. How's line?
Go ahead. Wait only. Lots of room.
Line's good. 6, 7.
Don't need to. Never.
Curl?
No. Let it stop.
Does it
Finish.
need to curl?
Needs to finish. Get it here. Get it here.
It's there. It's there.
Go forward. It's not there. Go. Hard.
Good job.
Nice weight, Trace.
Just need a bit more separation on the sweep. Great throw.
And now driving their own color in.
And when Rachel says a little more separation on the sweep, hoping that that stone would go a little bit further so that the run back is a little bit more difficult.
Hard for a piece of ours.
Watch the spit out.
And that time,
Sit.
Kathy, just watching that, her release looked different on that one than her first attempt that she threw.
Okay.
But she got a good break, Muddy, when it came across. Catches it. So the first one was a straight through throw. Let's watch the intern release. Wanting to end at 12 o'clock. And it ends a little bit early. So that's that little set out, which is fine if you're broomed for it, but she was not.
If we hit that,
Look at you.
they have like we just
Not
can't
just
lose
the
on double,
pocket
right?
square up here,
'Cause they have
Kathy.
the split. I'm sorry. You like the hit? I don't hate it.
It's real tough to stick around.
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah.
We know you have your draw weight. I
Yeah,
was just
this is
throwing
fine.
it out there. Because if we hit, she's probably drawing, right?
Yeah, we're hit and roll.
Or trying to hit and roll. I don't mind.
Well, you
it.
talk about rookie skips. I'll never forget Suzanne Burt. Remember 2003, won that bronze medal, outstanding debut, and now trying to get back in this game. Down by 1 to Laurie St. George.
Well, she is already line 1 buried on the top of the 4-foot.
It's running
The
more.
second shot stone is biting the back of the 8, so needs full 8-foot.
Gotta be in the 8-foot. Gotta be in the 8-foot.
In our feature, Rachel Homan delivering the intern draw.
Please clean. I'm like, please clean. That's good.
And yeah, nice weight there, Suzanne Burt. So there's 2 on the board, and PEI leads.
Hard. It's a good spot. Just trying to get it moving a little, but it's
So lining up the double now. They wanted to drag that a little bit more.
Yeah, it made jam on that red biter on the outside, though.
I just had to go a little
Tough
more.
judge, yeah.
Yeah. Good throw.
Well, if it goes a little bit farther,
I just feel like that's a jam.
it's likely buried. This may very well jam.
Are
Look
trying
at
for
you.
the double?
Because the angle that you go may
Sorry,
wind
it
up
goes
driving
over?
it onto there.
I think it goes under, yeah?
Okay, if anything, thicker is
Is
better
Ryan-
probably. Peel, at
It
least
looks
get the roll.
deeper on the
Yeah.
screen. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you got it.
Is this a big part of Megan's arsenal, Kathy?
Megan's a good hitter.
Yeah, this big shot, yeah. Big weight.
That comes with the tuck delivery. Straight through.
Close. Whoa.
Nothing yet. Trying to make the double here. Megan Walter, curl over, hits it thin,
Yeah.
and just nudges that stone out as well.
I like you play that draw there. Hit and roll, sorry. That's fine, Meg. Tight.
Megan throws those hits very hard and very straight. I think she can tighter ice herself.
Force here's pretty good,
But
right?
Rach, if we get it like on the tees,
Sorry, it's just straighter than yesterday. We're not forgiving at all.
That's one thing about when you sharpen the stones. When you're throwing
came
big
down
weight,
on
you're
us
not
just
going to
like
see the
that.
reaction. Where you
I like
see
the
them
same. You can sweep it
is the
different.
draws. And she throws a really straight,
same
pure
line?
in-turn.
Yeah, okay, same release.
And so that's not going to move with weight.
She might come down a little more than my other one.
So same path as last time.
Real close. I'm just
I know
gonna
it's back one. Yeah. Weight's close.
Trying to force wild card 3 here in 5. Rachel Homan.
Emma! Yeah, beat your girl.
It's real close. Yeah,
Just down, you're there. Hard, guys. Hard, Em. Hard, keep going. Go, little harder.
Good, that's good.
And perfect.
Those rocks are real close.
No double there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ran the same.
No double there, and a nose hit on either won't give you shot. That's the bigger thing, Muddy. So it is the draw that Megan will
That is
have
your
to
like
face.
top 4 back button in a quick path. That's just a little slow.
Yeah, you Either throw or, whatever
here.
you're comfortable with. got it. You know your weight. Either or. Only if you're into this.
I kind of like the hit and flop.
Okay, then you can play that. I like either or. You know both. Go down there if you want to change
and
it.
And that's that decision.
I
What
like
are you
the hit and
comfortable
flop.
with? You have to throw the stone.
Yeah, and she's more of a
I
hitter
also
than
like
a drawer, and I think that that
a
forefoot looks a little bit
Yeah.
small right now this morning.
Yeah, I think I like that with 11.
Okay, you have room to roll. As long as you roll in. You got it.
Neither are wrong.
Hopefully. I wonder if she's throwing like 10-5. I feel like she'll probably throw a 10. I think she threw a 10 here last time.
Megan has been
A 10,
short
11,
on her draws,
11,
so
okay.
probably not super confident with
lots of
draw
room to roll.
weight.
Yeah, exactly.
You got it.
So facing 2, final stone
11,
in
10,
5.
8.
Megan Walter.
Whoa.
We talked about the draw, electing to play the little hit and roll, and she's got to roll inside to get shot stone.
Gotta go! Go!
Got to go to get that roll inside to pick up 1, and she can, and a steal of 1 for Ontario and Rachel Homan. A 5-2 advantage. Here at the Scotties in Kamloops as we step aside from the Sandman Center.
The 2023 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like it. By PointsBet Canada, the official sportsbook of Curling Canada. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Wednesday here in Kamloops. Sandman Center in the distance, and our home this week. It's been awesome thus far. And this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts. As Wildcard 3 trying to find their way back, their coach Howard Restall. As we bring you the numbers, Kathy, after 5.
Well, that 3 leaps out at you at the board. It was an opportunity, and it was 2 tick guards by both Abby and Megan that led to that. And that steal last stand just did not feel comfortable with the draw. But the big story is the huge numbers from Rachel Homan today, 90 overall, but the draws leap out at me on the board. Struggled 2 days ago, didn't play yesterday, but today has made them all.
After 5, brought to you by PointsBet Canada, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. It appears that rest paying off yesterday. Little practice time and a strong start today with Coach Ryan Fry there to your left as we'll see Ryan at the Briar in London. Welcome back to Kamloops, and let's get you up to date. Kathy, Wildcard 2, Manitoba in the 5th.
Well, we have seen Jennifer Jones be reluctant to remove stones, has lots in play, and it has bit her this end. Facing 4 on her final stone. The best result I can see is the triple to concede 1.
Jennifer Jones trying to clean things up. 1, 2, but a steal of 2 for the Wildcard team. Number 2, a 4-2 lead for Scheidegger out of Lethbridge after 5.
Well, and Casey Scheidegger was a team yesterday that we hadn't seen yet this event, but started to play well, so that becomes a threat for anyone left that she has to play.
So the final 5 to come now in our feature between Wildcard number 3 and Megan Walter out of the East St. Paul Curling Club. Taking on
16,
Team Ontario, Rachel Homan out of the Ottawa Curling Club. And there you see the 3 on the board in the second, the stolen point in 5. They lead by 3, and it is Wildcard Team 3 Redstones with Hammer here in 6.
I liked that. I don't think it's heavy, Rach. You can clean it. Line's good.
It's close.
Oh,
5-6.
Well done.
2 line. Top off this.
Whoa, whoa, it's coming.
It's all there. 6, 6.
Yeah.
7. Okay, whoa, Rachel. Whoa.
Well, and I think the debrief after 5 for Ryan Fry, as we saw him, Brian, would have just been the confidence with the draw weight, that they're playing really well, and stone placement will continue to be huge.
I agree.
Not wanting to leave a lot of stones in play, certainly not behind the tee line. as that one is. And for Howie Restall talking to this team, I think it will be about opening up the broom a little bit more on those quieter weights. They have wrecked on guards that has caused them issues, and maybe advising Megan to take a little bit ice for herself on the hits because they're running so straight.
Kathy, just from your eye, I know it's tough from up here, but do you think it's just the broom in the wrong place? Do you think it's the texturing of these stones that we talked about? Is it all the above?
I think the two go together, Brian. The broom is in the wrong place because the rocks are curling a little bit more for the Walter team, and they're putting the broom similar to where they were maybe yesterday, and yesterday they would have got by. Today they're ticking on the guards.
How much, though, Kathy, can you pick up on that in your practice? Every team, you get the practice time in front. I mean, I get it. It's new. They've just been textured. But how much can you pick up in that practice time?
You can pick up a little bit, and just knowing, because Mike shared with everybody that he was going to touch up the stones, knowing that that's going to happen, that they're going to curl a little bit more as the weight comes off. Those are things that make a difference, as we see an uncharacteristic flash by Emma.
I think it's quicker than this corner coming home.
So like a 15?
I think you can throw like 2 feet more than what you did last end.
Well, already lying one buried, trying to get on top of that stone. Again, even if they show a little piece, just want to make sure that they don't set up a double. So need at least half to 3/4 around.
Back 12.
Curling will go around ours.
He's trying. He's trying.
No.
Still back.
No, no, no.
He's trying.
14-6.
Oh,
And Sarah Oliver comes and taps her own red.
Oh, look at that. What's there? Oh. How much do you have?
2/3.
What do you like, run or?
Try a little high.
What looks better to you?
Either one is whatever you want to say.
Probably the same shot.
You like the same shot?
Yeah.
With 11?
The run, I can make it worse, I think.
11? Or you want
Just
to
11?
kill that?
Yeah.
Hack?
Well, I was bored.
Yeah, it was
11.
bored.
Trace. 11. I have to
11.
get one out, though.
Do you want to kill that one, though?
Sorry, I
Yeah,
thought you
it
were
has
saying-
to be hack, I think. Last. Can I have a hair last? That last one felt like
Move the guard, it's a double.
Yeah. Last one felt like a good release, and it ran the line.
Okay, same weight. That was hack.
That was
That was
board,
up.
right?
Yeah. That was
It
heavy.
like smoked the boards, I think.
Well, you heard the voice of reason with Rachel Homan just reminding Emma that if you touch the guard, it's a double because the two red stones are set up to be removed. And that's also a soft reminder you don't want to go by on the outside again.
Okay, that's fine.
And that is fine. The problem with running the guard is you are running it at an angle that you, if you hit it on the outside, you could have jammed it on your own. So I think playing the turn that they did, the weight that they did was good.
I'd rather you be on the high side of yours.
I agree. 3.
And because that double exists for Rachel Homan, Sarah's being asked to throw a guard because Megan Walter knows that the two yellow stones are a relatively easy double for her, and she can get rid of them both when she has to.
Gotta stop.
3 on its own. 3 on its own. 3.
It's really got to sit. Sit.
Kathy, we mentioned earlier Rachel Homan was 21 when she made her first Scotties appearance. That was back in Charlottetown. Well, this is the 23rd time that Homan has taken on a competitor skipping as a Scotties rookie. And her record is 21-1. So here's a trivia question. Who's the only skip playing in their first Scotties to defeat Rachel Homan?
Because it's so much tighter.
And I can give you a little hint. They are playing in this competition.
Yeah, it doesn't go
And
though.
I can give you a little better hint.
Do you want to give me a province or a territory?
I can tell you that
Or at least go into the open.
that player is also on the ice this morning.
You'd rather do
So
that?
that narrows it down a little bit more.
I don't think it's going. I was thinking the same as mine.
It's not Jennifer Jones.
No.
Okay, I do.
I
like it if you're
What do you want to throw? Huh?
I thought
Yeah.
my guess was wrong. I thought maybe Laurie St. George.
real
Wasn't
fast,
sure,
like a
but
little
that's
faster
a good
not
guess.
a
I
guess.
can feel like an
Okay,
11.
we've eliminated that. That
Hmm.
Casey Scheidegger, perhaps.
No, but another good guess.
Well, by process of elimination,
Bait's good.
it won't be Suzanne Burt
No.
because she would have started before
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Hard. Nice shot, Chase.
Very nice.
Little tap tap, and Ontario lies 3.
Glad she's
And
back.
leaves her stone at a really nice angle.
Good sweeping.
Line, sorry. Back line, little hit and flop.
Back line. Okay.
Like
Like
13?
A
90.
Yeah. I think I like a 90.
So the answer,
You got it, Abby.
95.
out of Saskatchewan, Robin Silvernagel, and that was in 2019 where she came on the scene, won a bronze medal in Sydney.
Oh, she was good that year. Very, very good.
Really big.
And that's tough.
Really
We
big.
talked about this with Megan this week. There's just so many extra things that you cannot anticipate coming to your first Scotties.
Keep going.
Hard!
Harder.
Hard! Hard!
Go, 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 go.
Hard Meg,
Okay.
hard Meg, hard Meg. Go, go, go.
That's
go, go,
fine.
go, go, go.
That's fine, Ab. Just a little big.
70. A little bit more weight.
Hair more weight, if anything.
Where does Tracy
Bait's
want her
good.
shooter to go here,
No,
Kathy?
No. Sarah.
If she can roll
Sarah,
just
you
a
gotta
little
go.
bit towards the center, they want to get the play away from the corner guards. Do not want Megan to make a really good roll behind.
I think they lost it. Never mind. Close.
Okay, a little bit of a roll.
Not bad.
Again, Ontario
pair,
line
anyways.
3
Good
without
shot.
hammer here in 6.
And they're saying not bad because to get the roll
Put it on
underneath
hard
the
for the
guard,
double,
you
but-
jam and leave the shooter on the hearts.
I almost just like a
Honestly,
9-5.
yeah, maybe if you make that roll.
10? Just like a 9-5.
9-5?
I mean, you could do that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
As long as 2 go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the back one should go.
Should.
I think that middle one will
Might
stay.
just lose one, but that's okay.
Yeah. 9? 9-5.
I like a 10.
10? Yeah. Okay. We have to make the roll more. 2 go with a 10.
But we need to make the roll more than the 2, I think.
Okay. You got it up.
Well, the 9, 5, and 10 sound like they're very close. And in theory, they are by the numbers, but a 10 will really catch the movement. That little bit of quieter weight, you can manipulate the stone a little bit better. The harder you throw, the straighter it's going to be, and they want to make sure they stick around.
Abby had a nice one earlier in this game.
Yeah.
Moves him around a little bit.
Really solid.
Yeah. It's a bomb. What was that, Meg?
9-5.
So just that little extra weight than the 10 that she was iced for.
Okay, good throw, just a little.
Feel it out.
I think it's hard to peel out. So need middle, I think.
Are you throwing?
Little less. Heel.
Feel?
I gotta make contact, and this
Yeah.
can really
How are
float
you
on
throwing
me.
it, Reach?
Just straight through, I think.
Okay.
You can hold this some.
Well, the angle from the hack won't be very good for Rachel. She won't be able to see very much. So throwing big weight so that it won't move.
Close.
Never.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clean, clean. Good. Nice throw.
Good throw, Rach.
Let go just high of 3/4, so I didn't think we ever had to go.
Good shot.
I was like, it fell to half.
Less than that. Yeah, well, we haven't really played this pass. She has. Rachel has twice. Okay. And
So
I
a
got 14
freeze here,
on the one
Kath?
she tapped. Are you wanting to like dead
Corner
on the
freeze.
nose or corner it?
Just.
I think it's like a 14-9, Meg.
Do you like this ice or is it too much?
Well, she gave your
I gave Edge
your
a 4
interns have
last
been
time.
over curling though. I think this will be close, Meg.
Just from my eye, though, I mean, it's always, is it not dangerous to like ice the other players, considering the rotation, for example, Rachel puts on her draws? Like,
I think more what they were talking about is paths that they had been down and whether the pebble had broken down at all.
Back 4. Hold that. Easy.
No.
To me.
Only
Back
line.
on this line.
No, we're back 8.
No, Kansas, we're bouncing.
No. Sit.
don't want to bounce, and it will, so wide open.
And that is strictly weight. If she had thrown sweeping weight, I believe the broom was in the right spot, but they did not touch it at all.
All right, update time over on sheet A. Laurie St. George, Quebec, and Suzanne Burt, PEI.
Well, it's been a pretty open game, but in this end, Laurie already line one, an opportunity for 2, looking for 8 foot.
Really big ad. Big ad.
Big ad, meaning she extended on release, and so it's going to go farther than it may appear.
St. George, 92% on her draws this morning.
Sit.
Has to be full 8, and yeah, she'll settle down back 4. So Quebec 3-2 over PEI after 6.
She really gave it. So animated.
She's
It's
great TV.
wonderful.
She really is. Back to our feature here. Rachel Homan. Big weight. Remove the red.
Roll it up. Yep.
And
Great
so
shot.
the force is on. And you knew the last time we saw this,
shot
Megan
this while it
Walter
was going.
electing to play the hit
Just
That's
instead of the draw.
I thought that was
And again, it looks like, yes, the hit for 1.
Need a nose.
You like just 10?
Yeah, you played this spot in like the second end, first end. Ten Meg? Got it.
Has to hit and stick around, as you saw in the house, facing 3.
10.
Final stone here in 6, down by 3, trying to score the single here versus Ontario.
Yes! Right up, there. Hard.
Can't afford to roll this one out, has to hit.
Good.
A little bit of roll, but it is okay for the single. Ontario leading 5-3. Homan with hammer when we come back.
We know that if we can just trust each other, support each other, and then help each other make the shots, that we'll have the opportunity to win, and then we'll be around at the end of the week, and that's where we want to be.
Well, that's where we want to be too, and we will. Our next draw, Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Kayla Skurlik, Alberta, 3-2 record. Christina Black, great start at 4-2, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And when you look at Pool A, why is that important? Well, Anderson, yes, qualified for the playoffs. Black, 4-2. Skurlik, 3-2. Grandy, St. George, Laws. Look at all those 3-win teams. Only 3 will qualify out of Pool A for the playoffs. So it will be a big one, Kathy. Welcome back inside the Sandman Center. In our feature, the hit and stick for Megan Walter for that single in 6. So here in 7, it is Ontario. Yellow Rocks, Rachel Homan up by 2 with hammer here in 7. Kathy, to my mind, and we've chatted about it, you always look at the favorites and the skips and the Rachel Homans, obviously, Carrie Anderson, Jennifer Jones, but the 2 fourth rock throwers for me that have really made a statement, Christina Black, Joanne Rizzo, I mean, 2 names that have really had some wonderful curling this week.
I think that Christina Black, when we showed that highlight reel of some of the wonderful shots this week, she is in there more than anyone else, and deservedly so. She's made some terrific shots this week, and then Joanne Rizzo has also been a highlight reel, and those are great stories of the Scotties.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think that the
Can we go the
Christina
other way?
Black Nova Scotia story is a really good one. You know, for years playing under Marianne Arsenault, learned so much, and then has brought that to the skipping position. Very positive all the time.
Oh, easy. No. No, no, no. Clean. Whoa.
Side one, Trace.
Whoa!
And straight sideways, corner pocket, Emma Miskew.
Yeah, that 11, like.
All right, Kathy, back to you. Update time, Scheidegger, Jones, Sheet B.
Well, Casey Scheidegger made a wonderful run back double on 2 buried Jennifer Jones stones on her first. And so Jennifer tried to go around, but it was a little bit open. Casey picking it out. And that means this is the force for Jennifer.
Yep. Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep. Clean, 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 clean. Good.
Clean is a skip's best friend to hear that. And it is good.
Yellow.
So that's a tight game over there. And,
Good go.
you know, for Scheidegger, can't say must win, but kind of a 2 and 3. You don't want to
yours,
get that
you just-
loss number 4. You're in big time trouble, as we just showed you the standings.
Yeah. Clean, clean.
Emma Miskew one more time here in 7. Happier with that release.
And they will continue to peel those center guards. They are shot. At some point, Megan Walter will have to take a play at the tap. And for the Homan team, hoping that it will be on such an angle that they can remove both and score 2.
30's fine.
You got it.
I already know that next year the Scotties will be back in Calgary, Alberta.
Yes.
Back to my home province. And the Briar in Regina, Saskatchewan.
Oh, and I look forward to going back to where we spent 2 months of our lives, Brian, a couple of years ago, but with people in the building and just having a way better feel than the last time for the curlers, for all of us that were a part of the bubble.
Hard, sir. More. Hey.
Gradual here, Trace.
Okay.
I heard gradual here, Tracy. What are they alluding to, Kathy?
That it's going to move very slowly. So for her, just to make sure that she throws it clean and doesn't pop it back.
And that is a big time mistake in favor now of wild card 3.
We're almost on this side.
And no one feels worse in the building than Tracy Fleury as we
I'd rather be high.
check out scores. Quebec leading by 1. We just showed you the update. Wild card 2, Scheidegger leading Jennifer Jones. And Saskatchewan, Robin Silvernagel up by 3 over Nunavut.
They can go big. I got more.
Well,
I
a
got
huge
one.
opportunity for Team Walter to take advantage of that miss.
Room. Line's okay.
Where's the perfect spot for this stone, Kathy?
Tight to the house, maybe even quarter tucked a little bit behind the other guard so that there is no run back on either.
Good.
You got it.
I think 7-8 tie.
Looking for the double peel now.
Clean.
Close.
Yeah.
Trying for a rebound shot here, Tracy Fleury in 7.
Carter, trade out.
Makes the double in the house. So not the intended called shot, but nice to remove some red granite.
Nice.
Good toss, Trace. Thanks. Sorry about the first. That was ugly.
That's why you throw 2 every end, though, right? You get that bounce back try.
Every now and again, I got 3. Well, it's a great outcome. It was definitely not the call. The call was the double peel, because to play that run back intentionally had such a high degree of risk. If you happen to over curl and you get nothing, you leave 2 guards.
Less than you threw this one, Meg. Okay.
But a great outcome for Team Homan.
Yeah.
And when you're hitting 7/8 of a stone, that little bit of that 1/8 curl was not a far off throw. And she got a good result. So now trying to use the guards that are out front.
Backboard. Backboard. T-line. Line's good. T-line. Line's perfect. T-line. Line is perfect.
T-line.
Back four. Back 8.
No. Sit.
Okay. Okay, Meg. We're good, Meg. It's okay, Meg. You're close.
What was
Fine.
that?
I got
22.
28.
I just thought it was the extension, though.
Well, thinking back of the opportunities or choices that she made
Great
to
line.
not draw,
Yeah,
it has been a
coming in
long
nice.
time since she has thrown a draw. So not far off.
I got 15. Pretty slick.
Yeah.
Could even give us a hair loss so you can drag it. Okay. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The super top button.
Okay.
So ideally buried, but biting the top button, nothing that Megan can come down to or freeze. If she is top button and shot, then there will be some real estate, however small, to be able to score 2.
Yeah. Easy line. Weight's good. You're heavy, you can't. We're there. Line's good.
Okay,
Say heavy, you can't. Okay, line's good. Looks heavy.
Yeah, it looks heavy. It's pretty close. It's close.
Elbow only. Elbow only.
Okay.
Elbow only.
Whoa. No. Yeah.
Yeah, it's timing heavy. It's timing a little heavy.
It just has to stop. Oh.
Good judge, guys. Nice.
Good eyes on.
Yeah, great job to not jump that and get on that early.
And it is a different kind of stone to be on
I got
top
a
with the
14.9.
rotation.
Like not
Yeah,
touched.
it feels fast to you too.
I kicked out a hair heavy, so I didn't give a normal extension.
Good shot.
We'll have a side butt draw.
I mean, she'll always have this one, though.
Yeah, I mean, tempting is like this.
I know that
and
is
sit
very
too,
tempting.
but I just wouldn't want to hoop ourselves. I mean, it does.
Because I feel like if I freeze right now, she has
you
this
could
easily.
honestly throw the same weight that you just threw, and this is where yours went. You know what I mean? Like,
could I ever get here?
Yeah, for sure we could. I just. I mean, yeah, that looks
It
pretty
curls
nice.
like a
Crazy.
ton
Well, this is
there.
where your back 4 went, and you're basically throwing same, maybe a foot more.
Do you guys ever like trying this?
The guard is so high.
I
You
know.
gotta
This is
mile
where her
before.
back 4 went.
That's what
Yeah.
you're saying. It's so
Yeah.
high you could play it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so hard. I thought.
Just because I think if we freeze right now, she has a draw for
I know.
2.
I'm thinking it's either that or we try and nestle in here for first, but I think that's tough. I
Yeah.
almost think this is easier. You just threw it.
So we just took here.
Yeah.
Rachel just took here.
I know. I'm thinking close to what Rachel had.
guard. You might overcurl.
Hey, Les,
You might.
No, I
hold
like
it straight, I
This?
think.
Okay.
Is an
I
option,
like this. You're not.
Just
but
back
they don't
Oh,
know
one
how
more.
to
It's
get
up.
there because they
One
haven't
more.
thrown a whole lot.
She throws the same weight, maybe a half a rock more.
I think we have to
Want
play
to just
this
try to
'cause
get
if
to
you
the
freeze,
face
she has
of that
outside
stone,
draw
I
to
like
the
the
button.
tap it back ever so slightly,
You got
and leave yourself lying too.
Over curled, so
Thanks.
The risk here is throwing just that little bit of extra weight, and you just
but not
move the
much.
yellow onto the red and roll into the
Yeah,
open.
let's make it. Same weight then.
Her tolerance, if you will, is to freeze down to the top of it and to be a little bit light and not heavy.
We're back 8. Back 8. Back 8.
Close.
Back 8.
Curl. Hard, Kens. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Curl, Kens. Hard, you got it. Hard, Kens, you got it. Hard, Kens.
Hard, Kens. You got it. You gotta go. Keep going.
What a great push, little tap.
Oh no.
Sorry.
And shot stone, still Ontario. And can she get in there for 2?
Well, she can for sure. Mackenzie being asked to really try to get that stone moving. It was on the outside by a considerable amount. And now Sarah jumping in just to drag the stone back a little bit further.
Oh no. And we can come down to the red if we need it.
Same weight
Yeah,
here,
good
Jen.
brush from Mackenzie Elias. But
I like that.
it is the outturn draw for
no,
2
close.
for
I like
Rachel
that.
Homan. Already has 1 in her
keep
back
it there.
pocket,
Okay.
back hearts.
What I threw, maybe a foot more, because this is probably first up.
Sure.
care more.
Yeah, I agree.
Little heavy right
So
now.
nice
To be
numbers
fresh.
on draw weight
Room.
and on her 2 out turns,
Yeah,
100%. So we'll see if she can cash in.
That's a brilliant number. We showed you that her average coming into today was 65% on draws, both in turns and out turns.
Yeah, it's just.
One yellow.
So not to be a little bit heavy, didn't curl in there. It will be a single. But it is Rachel Homan, Team Ontario, in control of our feature in campers. The 42nd edition of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. 9th time this championship in BC. And the first one sponsored by Kruger Products back in 1982 in Regina. Great to be back in British Columbia. Our feature, Ontario, 6-3 advantage over wildcard 3 and Megan Walter.
Thanks.
As we start to look at some of the numbers, and a very strong game here for Sarah Wilkes.
Well, and it was one of the keys coming in about Mackenzie Elias trying to elevate her game. Her numbers coming in were much lower than Sarah, and she's playing relatively consistent to what she has done all week in that 77 range, and Sarah Wilkes is playing as she often does in the higher 80 range, and that's made a difference.
And you know, for Mackenzie, just banking all this experience and enjoying this moment in her debut, just 22 years of age.
I think we throw less weight.
She said half.
11.
You want less than half?
Yes.
Well, for all 4 of these women from the wild card team,
Would you like here?
I'm gonna throw half.
if they repeat next year, they will have learned so much. And it's the beginning of the week where you start to, maybe you see those jitters, you saw some 60% numbers. You're not seeing those anymore because they're more comfortable.
Yep.
Whoa, just clean.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Gotta go. Hard. Hard.
And that little tick by Emma Miskew, but still gets the red to go.
There's a little.
All right, Kathy, Scheidegger, wildcard 2 in Manitoba. Jennifer Jones on sheet B.
I'm looking at it. Looks like Casey Scheidegger is second shot, and so trying to make the in off, just come in off the stone that is on the edge of the forefoot to get to the shot stone.
It's got to be close, on and off, tap, tap. Oh, and they move the
One yellow?
red, and it is a steal of 1 for Jennifer Jones. So that is a tight
I'm not
game.
sure that was there.
4-4.
To move it a little thinner. I thought Mark was saying no line.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
We were saying no line, can't bounce on the side.
Everyone's like, no bounce on the side. So you're like, okay, we'll just go
Okay.
that way. I don't mind that either.
Control.
Okay.
This should run.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be real gradual.
Splitting center will be gradual.
Okay.
Comes up a hair.
Easy, easy. Whoa.
Hair down for weight.
Trying to eliminate the stone, but
Hair
roll
down.
in.
Yep.
And bite some paint. Yeah, nice job, Emma Miskew, to lie 3.
Okay. Nice shot.
You got it. You got it.
Easy line, easy line.
No, line's gonna be fine.
Where?
We'd like to go soon.
Lots of room.
Here, Rock. Yeah,
It's fine if we're back.
Okay,
Line's
hold on.
fine.
Abby,
Here, Rock. You gotta go. Closer to me.
just to my broom.
Hard.
Really got to curl. Whoa,
Keep going.
Whoa.
Hard on. You
Are we
gotta bury
buried?
it.
Yeah, go, I guess. Finish it, finish it, finish it. Good. 15.
And our updates continue. This time, sheet A, Quebec, Laurie St. George, and PEI, Suzanne Burt.
Well, they had a lot of zeros early, and then they're making up for lost time in this end with a lot of rocks in play. It is the PEI stone that is shot. I think the only way to get 2 is a soft tap sideways because there's a lot of red around.
And this is way out there,
It's full
Kathy.
and it's heavy and wide, so.
And that's
it's never a good
bad
combo.
combination. So
14.
it will be
One yellow.
just the one yellow as you see it come into your screen at home. One yellow there on the hearts. And they're locked up at 3. And back to our feature. Team Homan just removing red stones.
Sit right in that
Trying to
cross.
keep things as simple as possible with a 3-point
Yeah,
lead.
you
It
ever,
is
like,
wild
sit
card
in
though
the
with
crotch
Hammer
of
here in
them?
8.
Yeah, that's not bad either. But then you might just give her a double. Like she'll hit that, then she'll have a double.
Yeah, I don't know
Do
if
you
I
like a time?
I don't know if I like the hit and roll. I don't know if I like this.
That's a 7. Yeah.
Good throw.
Pretty significant edge. Abby's not sure, so we'll come down and talk to Megan.
We were just saying, if we freeze this, she hits that. Like this looks pretty nice to me when you first called it.
Well, this is fine. You just got to be higher on
And
this
she
one.
knows is that.
Then you start playing taps.
Yeah, but just wondering, like, we
You
would
just
almost
can't
have to,
roll out on
we would
this.
almost have to make that double and roll. I don't know if you can sit, like if they roll to center, we're kind of hooped.
I mean, there's still, what, 4 shots to come?
Yeah. So you're like here then.
Yeah, we need to try to get a deuce here.
Somewhere too where if they don't hit that, where we can get it
Yeah.
out.
Update time for you as Robin Silvernagel Team Saskatchewan and Bridget McPhail out of the Iqaluit Curling Club.
Well, the one Yellowstone you saw in there was very close to biting the 8-foot and being shot, but there are 3 others that are actually biting that 8-foot. So she is drawing against 3, needs full 8-foot.
And a good performance from the entire Nunavut team there, curling 10% above their average for the week. So trying to bring their best game here against Robin Silvernagel.
And again, I think that speaks to comfort, Muddy. By now, it's Wednesday.
That's good, Bridge.
And it is good. So keeping it close over on sheet C.
And in our feature sheet, a lot of discussion. If you're trying to generate 2, while the hit and roll underneath the corner guard could be good, it also presents some risk if you roll out. You need some rocks in play to try to force Rachel Homan and her team to make a mistake.
Control.
Yeah.
What
turn?
Abby in turn.
So you hit the open stone.
Do you care about rolling in for third shot, Kathy? Does
No,
it matter? You
you'd
don't
actually prefer to roll out.
Okay.
Curl, 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 curl up.
Keep going.
Gotta go to stay.
Hard. You're doing it. You're doing it.
So hypothetically, if the call is to hit and roll out, you called that shot. Do you get 4 points?
Tracy.
If the shot is to hit and roll out, you would. Rachel wanted to stick around, but she just didn't want to roll in when you were asking me about rolling in, because that gives Megan Walters something to freeze down to. But that would have been given a 2 out of 4 because the call was to hit and stick. She hit and rolled out.
Oh, I didn't stop it.
So half points.
You like that, Meg?
Straight freeze? Yeah.
You can. 3 feet less.
Okay.
I think Sarah's got the coolest shoes out there. Those
Easy, Sarah.
pink swooshes.
Top it. Easy.
We're good.
Don't kill the line. Whoa.
Line's good.
We're chopping it. Only line. Easy.
Chopping
line. Only line.
Oh.
Whoa.
When are we nosing?
Oh.
Okay. Curl.
No, curl. Whoa.
So locking another one in there.
Nice. I almost held your hammer. I was gonna.
It's not bad.
Really nice, Abby.
Is he signing autographs or playing bingo or both, Slider? What's
Maybe maybe there's a bingo card that says have Slider draw on my bingo card.
That would make sense.
but he's on the back, so that's a problem.
Yep. Okay. What top one to go? Okay.
He is a popular
He does a great job.
mascot
As soon as I can.
at
Okay.
this event.
How do you think this will run? I think it'll run right there. Yeah, I agree.
Well, expect a lot of weight. This is the
closer to center.
unique ability of Rachel
if anything
Homan that most of the other skips, most of the players
through.
in this event do not have.
And that is this absolute rocket.
Hard. Hard.
And away comes the intern. Removing some real estate. And the red straight sideways. She could really throw that velocity.
Nice shot. Just too scared to keep it there on the line. Come on, easy. I hear ya.
Well, that is huge up
Just too
weight.
scared to keep it there on the line.
If she was able to hit it a little bit more on the outside, that red one that is left would have come forward.
Too sensitive to keep it there.
But when you're throwing that kind of weight, man, a huge difference this morning. 23% in favor of Homan. We talked about the roller coaster ride that these players in the back end
I think so.
have been on. For Rachel Homan, that is a return to more normal numbers.
Foot over, I guess.
Player comparisons brought to you by
You got
New
it.
Holland, proud sponsor
Just top
of
8.
Curling Canada.
Just top 8.
Like
Are you
freeze?
trying to corner?
Yeah, I like that. I think so. Sorry,
Hair
corner
over-
on the yellow?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
hair over on our.
Cornering it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet Meg's here. What'd you
Yeah,
get on
I got a
ads?
15.5.
Yeah. Okay, go to Meg.
So try to corner freeze on the yellow stone that is beside her own, so that any play on the rock that Megan's about to throw would just jam on the Homan stone,
Slow time. I like
and
it.
Rachel would be able to pick
Easy
one
line,
stone,
easy
but
line.
not
Top
both.
eight.
That is the
Okay.
theory if she can corner freeze,
Top
and then
8.
she would have a
Top
draw for
4.
2.
Ready? Top 4. Yeah, we're heavy. Okay, yep, curl.
Freeze on red.
Curl. We're top
This is
8.
the
We're
audible
top
now.
8. Yeah, you gotta go curl to freeze. Hard. Easy. Easy. Rest to it. No bounce. Okay, Meg. Okay, that works. Good weight. Doesn't go. Nice weight. Just. Yeah, great weight.
I just need less ice than what I gave Abby.
Yeah, I feel like maybe.
There. Do you think it rolls 2 inches?
If you could just like roll for.
Do you like the same ice with normal?
Yeah, so you're just trying to roll like here, right?
7/8, eh?
Yeah.
It's not there.
Yeah, I know. How much weight?
Normal.
Not even for me.
I love it.
Normal at 7/8. Okay, same
That's how well
line.
they know each other. I think Emma just
And that
gave her
one
the
looked like-
eyebrow, and Rachel.
It was a gradual curl, my last one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go straight through again.
Okay.
Oh, good thing I looked.
And she's referring to debris underneath her stone to flip it
We've
and
got lots of time. Yeah, I need to wait a second.
clean things up.
And a good reset
really ugly.
out of the hack, making sure that
Okay.
the
Normal
debris is
station.
off the ice.
Yeah.
So often
Got it.
people see stuff and then just carry through, and it's really important that all of your pre-shot routine is maintained. So trying to get it just off nose. Will lose the back one and may wind up rolling in
Little big.
with her shooter.
I don't think it's on.
Curl him.
Her final stone here in 8, Rachel Homan.
Curl him. Keep going.
They wanted to hold the
Keep
shooter
going.
around, roll it in a little bit. So the red pops up, and that one, though, spins out.
Shot back there?
Yeah.
We're shot. Just a little too much.
So we'll have to play a little tap to score the 2.
3/4.
I think she's
doesn't need to play
hitting.
big weight.
I think she is.
This looks like 11 ice.
11.
So tap your own red, move
Yeah.
that yellow,
You got
keep
it.
the
Add
shooter, score your 2 here in
You were
8.
ab through an 11 here and it curled.
We
with
get
the
to make
guard.
through the 10-5 here in the second end.
I like this ice.
Yeah. You got it,
it.
Meg. Nice sweet here.
Let's make it.
Little solid.
Final stone in 8.
10-5.
Megan Walter
Little up. Yeah.
needs to play this little tap, hold that shooter around, score your 2. And now a big brush. Hold the line, the tap.
Sit. Good.
And it's got to sit in time, and it will.
2 red.
Good shot.
Good shot.
1 point game. Ontario, wildcard 3. Alrighty, afternoon out in Eastern Canada. Still morning here in Kamloops, BC. Getting close to 11 a.m. local time. In our feature, wildcard 3, Team Ontario. That was a nice little touch shot. Megan Walter made the tap. Shooter stuck around. And she's within 1 of the 3-time Scotties champ, Rachel Homan.
Well, 2 good shots. Her first one didn't curl as much as she wanted, just too much ice. But it stuck on top, perfectly frozen. And so for Rachel, got 1 out and then left that short little run. And no question for Megan, threw some really nice weight at it and got the results. And this game can still go either way.
3 feet more. Roll there, topping.
Sarah Wilkes winning that Scotties with Chelsea Carey. And you have Rachel and Emma winning the 3 together. And maybe Tracy Fleury on this team can find a way to get her first Scotties title. This has been a close one, Kathy, over on sheet A throughout this morning. Laurie St. George and Suzanne Bird.
Well, an opportunity to really crack this open. You can see by Suzanne's face that's probably not good for her. Already lying 2. This is an opportunity for 3 for Laurie if she can hit the 4-foot.
Line's good. All you. All you.
Really having a great morning. Laurie St. George, 93% on her draws. As you see the house come into play.
It's almost like she flipped the switch last night. Played very well last night and has carried that through to this morning.
There you go. How about 3 to crack that one open? Nice little lead after 8 for Quebec.
And now that they can peel, that's exactly what the plan is.
Like 30.
Yeah, 30s went deep
Got
though.
15 on your draw there.
You got it. Be straight.
You do not see this very often.
No.
A draw for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A draw for 7 for Team Saskatchewan. Robin Silbernagel.
Well, she's
Yeah,
up
definitely
by
not.
2 right now. And in the old days, I used to give you a case of 7-Up if you did this.
No,
So I don't know if the truck is coming back.
It's on its own. Yep. Yep, for no tick. Yep, for no tick. Yep, for no tick. I just didn't want it
And
to
look
tick
at
it.
that.
Wow.
7.
Okay, good.
We got to get Vic here to count these all up because
It'll take a while.
that's historic. We know that. That'll be handshakes. Andrea Kelly has done that before at the Scotties, putting
Thanks
up a
for the game.
7, and that'll be
Thanks for the
handshakes.
game. Thanks for the game.
Thank you, game.
Thanks for the
Good
game.
game. Thank you.
Well, and sometimes 7s don't mean that much. You talked about that 7.
I guess we
Andrea
just wanted
Kelly
to
took
score
that
all our
against
points
Carrie
in one end.
Anderson
For the week?
back in Moose Jaw. And Carrie would go on to win the tournament. That often is just about trying to freeze down to a stone and your opponent hits and rolls over, and you try to freeze again and they hit and roll over. And so it's not about flashes as much as it is just about one team determined to try to steal.
And let's keep the updates rolling in a 4-4 tie. Jennifer Jones has some yellow granite there with one to come from Casey Scheidegger.
Well, she's been chasing all, and Jennifer made a very nice run double on her first, and that got Casey into lots of trouble. Trying a soft weight to get to the inside. So looking for a hit and roll inside, facing 2.
Whoa! Jess! 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 Taylor! Taylor!
Taylor McDonald jumps on it late.
Oh, she touched the top stone.
Okay, 1.
That was so close to being perfect.
They carved it and then realized, I think especially this morning with sharper stones.
Okay, that's good. That's good steal.
She touches it a little bit more. It goes across the top. It's a steal at 2. But Jennifer has come back and now taken the edge.
Hey.
I think so.
Similar weight.
Make a plan, Meg.
There's a spot we can go to an easy double. Same weight then, eh?
Yeah, you got it.
So looking to bury.
Tight line, same spot. More positive,
Check
easy,
that,
easy.
showing one more guard.
Line's good.
Easy. 2.5.
Whoa.
Only line.
Line's good. Easy. Whoa, 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 whoa.
To your broom. Sit. It's going forever.
Oh my.
Wait.
Sorry, Ab. I got the exact same kick.
It just slid forever.
Yeah, I got the exact same kick.
Yeah, I thought you were positive on that one. My last time I felt like I held and was soft.
I mean,
Shoot.
sorry. Should go back.
Should run straight off the line.
Just want to pick that top stone off.
Yep. And clean. Hard. Yep. Clean. Yep. Never off. Hard. Hard.
Tracy Fleury.
Tracy, sorry.
And we'll pick that off the 12.
3 shots, easy.
So it is shot stone, Team Ontario. Top 4.
8 on the nose, Trace. Good throw.
Thanks.
Time out.
I mean, my only thought was this.
I just think you're
And
good.
a timeout being called for wild card 3.
I was a little tentative with it because
And the
I saw
coach,
how Emma's
Howard
ran.
Restall.
Problem was
And I
too
didn't
much
want
on
to
the,
float
on the
it,
line,
but
right?
yeah.
Back 8 to tap it to here.
But I think she'll
don't
just
think
have
we
the
need
double.
double.
She has the rip double.
She'll just have and rip it and like
What
two.
do you like?
If the end game is to give them 1, which I think is what the end game is,
Yeah.
we're hitting that.
So
And
if
we're
you
hitting
hit
it just on the low side,
So we
like
clip
just
the
on
back.
that side, so we make the double on the back.
Yeah. And
Because
then you
of the
were
drag.
saying 3.
Okay, what kind of weight are we thinking? Like a 10-5?
I was
like
thinking
10-5.
Well, you
I-
have all. I was thinking.
Yeah, a 9.5 would be
I was
good.
thinking 9.95.
Big weight. I like 10. We know that.
Yeah, I like
think
10
you,
too.
You just want to make sure you're on the nose side of it.
Yeah, that's
You
why I
want to
like
be on
10.
you want to be on your
Yeah.
side of it, right, Ken?
Yeah.
For the drag,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that you make the double because
I
of
think
the
you'll
drag.
make that. I made a double pretty much with an 11, so 10's fine.
Yeah, you got to be on just on that side,
And
just on that
if we're
side.
jamming, I would rather be jamming on their yellow so that this one can come here and we can split them
Yeah.
and sit 1, 2. I
Exactly.
definitely don't want to be on the outside.
So what kind of weight you throw?
10. I like 10.
Okay. And just watch it when it gets to that center line, Abby. It'll go right.
You got
So
it, Nick.
sometimes you forget what the goal is. And I think that's the first thing that Howard said is if the end game is to give them or force them rather to 1, then we need to hit it because they were talking about do we tap the
got it,
red
Nick.
one to move
careful.
the yellow one back to change the angle so we can go behind. But
You got it, Meg.
it's
Make it.
hard to say about the drag, but if you hit the red on the right angle, it will potentially clip the back yellow. And you'll
Little
leave your
solid.
shooter right on top.
Close. 10.
Down to
One.
4th rock throwers here at 9.
Whoa.
After the timeout, Megan Walter.
Curl. Hard.
Bang it. There's that drag, little
Hard,
clip
Abby,
of the
hard,
yellow.
Abby, hard. Oh no.
And they've queued up the double.
Wasn't enough weight.
She can rip that double in the back, though, I think.
I think she just underthrew what she had
thin?
intended to throw.
She can make that all day.
No. Did we hit that too thin?
We needed to keep it straight.
Yes,
We
we hit it too thin.
overcooked it.
Well, you needed to hit it thinner.
because you need to keep those locked on.
Yeah.
Do you want me to sweep or you got it? What, are we throwing peel?
Normal, I think.
Normal? That's fine. Okay, just normal reach or what are you thinking?
Just off nose, both red go
I
away.
think a heavy normal. Heavy normal. Solid normal.
Okay.
We gotta make sure the top goes.
Yeah, this should come up a
same as
little.
last end. On the line, just a little.
She was over and it took its time.
But
She
it's-
wasn't touching the line.
It's not quite peel. Okay, how are you throwing it?
Straight through, I think, right on
Okay,
the line.
you got it.
So great opportunity now. Ontario with hammer up by one. Rachel Homan.
Keep going.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
Hard out.
Yamamiscu carving it over. And avoids them at the back. Double made, and it's 3 right now for Ontario with hammer in 9.
Really nice throw.
Good sweeping.
Real nice.
Perfect.
It wasn't as aggressive as the one there, so it had a chance.
Great throw.
Easier weight, let the rock move a little bit. Brings the sweepers into play.
Or do you like the double?
I don't love the double.
Okay. Well, then I like the hit and flop.
11, I threw it over here before.
So looking to hit and roll behind.
Right?
No, we rolled on the high side. This is about the same ice. What are you playing, Meg? What kind of weight?
11, hit and flop.
Okay, this looks like the same ice you did for
It's less.
when we nosed.
Yeah, it's less. I'm playing 11.
Okay, you got it. Let's make a good one.
Easy.
Little down, 12. We're down. 12. Yes! Yes! Hard!
Big scrub. Megan Walter, her final
Bit
stone.
on that other one. Okay. Hi, Rock. Okay. Okay.
And just down weight, Kathy?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure how she threw it, but the weight was, I mean, she touched a couple stones and nothing went out.
I know. Like, that was my rock. Can you get out of the way? Sorry, Meg.
Oh. It's definitely us.
And we're
That's
three?
for sure this.
We're 2?
Yeah.
Oh, then let's just draw. You have a bit of air, but if we're already 2, I don't mind the draw.
I mean, if I roll out, it's only 2 anyways.
Yeah, let's just draw.
Go look at it, Emma.
It's a pretty straight spot there.
By us by half an inch.
Well, I heard Joanne say yesterday that
Yeah.
when she was on this
it's
team,
us.
that it
Yeah.
was Emma's
Okay, then I
eyes
like
that
the
got
draw.
called
Emma's
into
coming
play.
back.
Not measurable.
It must be us. Do you like the same weight you've been giving us, Reese?
I think so.
And so feeling
I do
that
too.
rather
This
than
is my
risking that
line, so-
outturned
Yeah,
hit
me too, actually.
to try to
Yeah.
score
It
4, if
wasn't
you
even
wind
that
up
much
hitting it on the
extra.
outside and you roll everything out, it's 2.
Same weight you threw last time.
And so this is a draw to bite the 8 foot for
last time?
3.
Like you threw this a couple ends ago?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Nice ad. I think that's better.
I think
Back
that's
4,
extra.
never.
Chance to really put a stamp on this game. Rachel
8.
Homan here in 9.
Just gotta let it stop.
It's fine.
Never.
Just clean.
It's back 4, guys.
8.
8.
14-6.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Nice shot.
And it will stop in time. So they think it's 3-2 for sure. As Abby Ackland looks it over.
Just a little too much up.
When in doubt, measure.
You want to come look, Meg? It looks like them, but
Can I move these two? Just want to make sure.
sure can. You move all of them.
I just think if you have to look at it more than a couple of times,
We'll
there's
measure.
no, yeah, for sure, there's no
It looks like them. but
problem with doing just that.
That hole would have to be off by half an inch. Sorry, just a little too much ad. I
Good shot. Good judge.
But I knew light was dead. Yeah. Don't kill it on release. Yeah.
So the measure to come, and for both these teams, Kathy, they'll have the rest of the day off as Ontario will take on New Brunswick tomorrow morning, and Wildcard 3 will face Yukon tomorrow morning.
Hey, ready? Yep, ready.
Brett Waldroff is the measurer, often a head official at many of our events. Diane Barker is the head here.
Yellow. 3 yellow.
And he is very decisive.
So it is 3.
I was
There's a couple things certainly stand out to me, Kathy. Rachel Homan, as that championship weekend gets near, that draw weight has looked spectacular. And they are up by 4 with one end to come here in Kamloops. We'll step aside. Welcome back to Kamloops. Brian Mudrick, Kathy Gauthier with you on this Wednesday morning.
Yeah, close to that, Ken.
And I would characterize, really for Rachel Homan, just yesterday off, you have the practice time, they come out, and this looks like the Rachel Homan that we're used to seeing at this event. She's been brilliant today.
I'm very impressed, and I don't know whether that's the great practice yesterday, Ryan Fry, or her just flipping the switch. But the Rachel Homan that played Haley Burney the other night and could not find draw weight and wasn't close. She was short, like well short of the house, 4 feet. And often they just watched it go through, and then not having the chance to throw yesterday, other than for that half an hour because they had the bye. It is a completely different person coming out here, and that feeds right through the order. Some really good numbers for every player on this team. And brilliant draw numbers for Rachel.
Now just trying to hit everything red that they can.
I didn't think.
And before we went to commercial break, I mentioned, so for Ontario, it'll be New Brunswick Thursday, tomorrow morning. And they'll wrap things up, wild card 2. And Scheidegger.
I won. 2? No, it can't be 2.
Lots of room. Whoa, 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 just a 1. Kenzie's rock. Kenzie's rock.
And for Megan Walter, it'll be Newfoundland Labrador tomorrow afternoon. And as we mentioned in the morning, they'll have Yukon.
I'm sorry. It's okay. Should be just gradual here. Have you seen this? Yeah, it's straight everywhere with peel. Wherever you throw it.
Clean.
Clean. Just easy clean.
They're hoping to not give up a 4-ender. 2017 was the last time that happened, so a long time ago, and probably learned from that experience.
Oh, man, to the middle, I feel like.
This has been a really close game, Kathy. Every time we check in, Scheidegger, wildcard 2, and Jennifer Jones.
Well, there was a lot of play out into the wings this end. It was Casey Scheidegger lying one buried and kept trying to draw to the wings. Her team was grouping stones, and the Jones team able to remove them. On Casey's first, she tried to freeze into a pocket, but Jennifer was able to pick it out. And so this is a draw for 2. She could play anywhere on the rings.
Really curling.
But electing to go back in the same path that she threw on her first.
It's got to stop.
Good. 2.
And it is good for 2. Good enough for a 1-point lead.
Running out of rings out there.
Yep. Clean.
Clean.
And make these go away, and it's pretty much lights out. Oh, she'll nearly nudge it in. So mathematically still a pulse for wildcard 3.
I should have waited till she released it.
Okay, similar to my freezes. Yeah, that's a good weight there you had. Closer to your second one, I would say. Okay.
So now it's about going around, and you really do need your opponent just to miss and miss and miss and miss.
Top 8!
Becky!
Yeah, I think you gotta go,
Yeah,
Sarah.
Lloyd!
I think you gotta go, Sarah.
Becky, gotta go!
Hard, Sarah!
We're like top 12.
Hard,
Hard!
And the weight just not there.
Yeah. Pretty frosty there.
Make them both go, and it's game
Yeah,
over
it's so
here in our
frosty.
feature.
Yeah.
A little more weight. Yep. Clean.
Tracy
Whoa,
Fleury.
Whoa. We're good. Toss.
And they are good. And that is game and a win
Good luck.
for Rachel Homan, Team Ontario. And as they start to build some momentum. 9-5 your final score. Yeah, solid team game. Rachel Homan, great draw weight. We'll step aside from Kamloops.
The 2023 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Scotties Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Great game for Rachel Homan and some time with son Riot. He's got the little bell going there.
I was cheering for you, Mom.
That's awesome. And a little, oh, there's the coach. Yeah, fist pump. There you go. Celebrating a win with Mom. That brings us to the game story here, Kathy.
Well, that 3, we go back to it. That's how the momentum switched really early with the wreck on the guard. And the extra 3 that you look at, well, that was in 9. The opportunity to draw for 3. It was all Homan through every position, especially at the skip today.
The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee.
It feels good here.
So with that game complete in our feature, let's move over now and check in on Sheet B. Team Wildcard 2, as Casey Scheidegger out of the Lethbridge Curling Club in Southern Alberta taking on Jennifer Jones and Team Manitoba out of the St. Patel and Altona Curling Clubs. And a 6-5 advantage for Wildcard 2, throwing the red stones. Manitoba with hammer, down by 1. And here is Kate Cameron.
Top 4.
Well, it has been Casey Scheidegger in the forefoot much of this end, but a hit and roll a little bit too far on Kate's first means that they are open and exposed. Jennifer ignoring them because the double is there. Went around and on their last shot, and that is the Yellowstone that you see buried deep.
Okay, buddy. It's all good. What kind of weight do you like?
And even in a loss, this is always
it's about
great
a
to see.
half rock. Do you like
It's got to be
9?
cool too. You're Megan Walter. You're here for the first time. These youngsters, they want to meet you. They want autographs. See Sarah signing there as well. The entire team.
Well, you feel pretty special at an event like this. Win or lose, there's people that want you to sign things. Good numbers for Carly this morning.
You gotta go.
The 3-time Canadian junior champ, 3-time world champ. Trying to clean up some of these reds.
Spin it up. Hard done.
Makes the
Hard done.
double, can't remove it,
Good.
but moves it enough that right now Manitoba sitting 1 and 3rd shot stone.
Well, and that is the key, that other redstone went far enough that it is 1 and 3.
Good. Sweet. It's a little bit further over than yours was, right? So.
Yep.
Just a freeze tap.
I think so.
So Kathy, just 2 games now remaining, and the other one is Quebec PEI.
Well, and not a lot to play with. That redstone belonging to Quebec is shot stone. For Suzanne Burt, trying to play the high hard one, come on the stone that is on the outside and actually needs her shooter to go up the house to move the red stone. That is a lot of weight for Suzanne Burt.
Big weight, big scrub. And actually clips the red out enough. And yeah, 1 yellow.
1 yellow.
So within 1. Pardon me, scores 1 within 2 after 9. So it is Quebec with Hammer coming home now in 10.
Oh, buddy, you gotta go to get to nose. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, Jesse. Hard, Jess.
That's Jessie Hyen,
Clean.
sister of Casey Scheidegger, right to the nose, a little tap.
Good call, Kate.
And wanted to move it back, but not too much. They're not worried about 1 for Jennifer Jones.
Yeah, real good.
Good.
Yeah.
Hair more curl, I guess, but
Yeah,
I didn't really want to lose it either.
No.
Chisel it over.
Yeah, just like
The only
that.
other shot I see is the out turn, and you just try to tap it to there. I almost think I like that better. Want to call it time?
Yeah.
Time.
So timeout Manitoba. 4-time Brier world champ Glenn Howard to the ice.
Look, yeah. It's tight. If I clip it at all, it's going on our yellow, I think. Well, I was thinking, do you ever think we could get by tight on the out turn and just chisel it?
Sure. But then chiseling, you're going to make it double. What if it just tap it on the angle? Go over the in turn?
Like to here?
Give us the best chance.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I just thought with the out turn, like you could get.
Either turn works, Jen. I think it'll do it.
I don't want to tap them shot, though. She guards. We have to move it, though. But
We have to move it or we're dead. So either I try to just pick it, clean pick it, but we have to miss this because if I touch this, but then she freezes and we're dead.
We also have nothing.
I mean, if I can clip it and get here, like I was thinking like hack and you might catch her over there.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Out turn freeze here and then she taps and then I might have something with the out turn. And if, yeah.
Right, and then what does she do? She taps it, you're going to have a double?
I have the angle slash too, yeah. So just the freeze.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, top 4.
Well,
Just
Jennifer
seeing the
walked
out
you
though,
through the options. And when she says, you know, if she does this, we're dead, meaning that it's really going to be hard to score 1. So the decision by Jennifer is to try to corner freeze this stone here. They know that what Casey Scheidegger will likely do is try to play the tap back into this area, but then she may have a double or a run.
Yeah.
It's tough because if you pick it right now, which Jennifer could, Casey sits on top of it again, and now there's no room to get shot.
Do you like that ice or do you think it's max?
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, because I thought
Just don't jump it, Lauren.
maybe that wasn't enough broom, but we haven't been watching the sheet of ice. If you're just joining us, remember that Mike Merkinger, the head ice technician, texturing the stones, telling all the athletes, doing that last night.
Gotta be there.
Line's good.
Easy.
Wait only. Wait's nice. Line's good. Line's good. Wait only still. Line's pretty good.
So like the line?
Cannot bounce. It's got to curl. It's got to curl. You can't be past it.
We're not.
Now, how is that weight?
No. Great, Jen.
What
Great
a shot
Jen.
from Jennifer Jones, right on it, frozen.
It's over curled again.
Yeah.
Man.
I think it's pretty good,
No,
Jen.
it over curled.
So why is she a little frustrated there, Kathy?
Sorry, overcurled just a little bit.
Well, I think her over curl is just that for the tap that Casey would play now, it's going to be hard for Jennifer to run the stone back without jamming the raised stone on her stone, if that made any sense to you
I don't
whatsoever.
have a ton of time.
What are you seeing?
Like we can freeze, but she'll probably still have this for 2.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Like it is dead buried. She has to tap it still 3 rocks. So maybe that is it.
I think the freeze is
So
the call.
Team
On this-
Wildcard
this
2
way?
also
I think
using
So then you block this
their
too?
timeout.
Yeah. I think you want to just get
Right here.
split the center. Yeah.
As
right on
Joan
it.
McCusker,
Right.
their coach,
Okay,
will
take
come
away
out.
mine.
Both sides.
Yeah, I think so, because I got to throw a little less weight.
We could throw over, eh?
Just a hair. Yeah.
Hair what? Sorry, Casey?
I think if we're right to the nose,
I think
we
that's
can
good.
Okay.
push it a hair. I just don't want to like squirt it out.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're playing the tap. The tap is an option. Sounds like for Kate, want a corner freeze on the top. But Jennifer's always going to have a tap on the stone she just threw.
Is good? Yeah, I think that's perfect. I like
so
that.
So right now, shot stone is Manitoba. Back hearts.
Moving early. Yep. You got it.
Just
top
wait.
4.
Where?
T-line. We're a little hot.
How hot?
T, back 4. Yeah.
Okay, let's try to tap this air. Yep.
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 Line's good.
Yep. Yep.
Line is good.
Hard.
Go, go, go.
Hard.
Go, Jess, go. Go, Jess, go.
Hard.
Here comes the house. Here comes the red. There's the tap.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're shot stone, but is there that slash double?
Sorry, buddy. I didn't really know what to do. They said T-line, so I'm like, we got to try to do something, but I don't think that's that bad.
When you heard Kate, she's trying to get the information which she got and try to make the most out of it.
I don't know.
Yeah, just get ready to sweep it.
So Jennifer just off nose. Pick that stone off the button.
You got it, Jen.
Score 2 to win.
It's pretty thin, you guys.
Yeah.
Get ready to go, Car.
Yep. Let's go, Jen.
Feel
good, Jen. You got it.
Do I have lots of time?
Yep. Yep. We have a minute.
And why she's saying get ready to go, Car, is because it is so thin. Carly is the outside sweeper that will be trying to keep it straight to hit it as thin as she can.
Final stone, Jennifer Jones down by 1, a chance so to pick up the win here in 10, and they're on it quickly. Drag it,
touch it,
clip it, she will, but the yellow spills.
Good shot. Yeah.
And just the single.
Probably had it.
So a 6-6 tie. She had a chance to secure the victory.
Curl a bit
and
more.
one more look.
No, I hit it too thin.
Too thin, it had to curl a little bit more. Jennifer's right. It's a line call mistake.
So an extra end. We'll step aside and come back to Kamloops next. Welcome back to the Sandman Center. And update time, Quebec, PEI, and a tough shot here for Suzanne Burt.
Well, with the score the way it is, Suzanne has to make the triple and keep her shooter around for Laurie St. Georges to have to even throw her final stone.
And you saw Quebec's momentum coming off that win last night versus Wild Card 1 and Caitlin Laws. Big weight, got to move a lot of granite here and not to be. So Laurie St. Georges does not even have to throw her final stone. It is handshakes. It is a win for Quebec, 8-4 over on sheet A.
Good game. Thanks.
So one game remaining.
Good job.
And that is on sheet B as Quebec celebrates in a 6-6 tie. You saw Jennifer Jones had a chance to win it. It goes to an extra. So it is Casey Scheidegger, wild card 2, with hammer here in 11, throwing the Red Rocks. So
Lauren,
good opportunity.
sorry, Maddie, I was just going to say Lauren looking to make a tighter guard now that she's got a longer one.
And Kathy, an opportunity for viewers at home not familiar, the rule change, a good chance to explain the new rules up front with tick shots and removing guards.
Well, it used to be that you couldn't remove the front stones from play, and now with the new rule this year, if they're on the center line as Lauren's first one was, and it looks as though Lauren's second one will be, and it is, you cannot even move it off the center line. So there is nothing that Casey Scheidegger can do with those stones. She could graze them, but as soon as they move off the center line, The non-offending team has the right to put them back. And so you see teams going in right away.
Toppy! Okay, close. Yeah, make it good, all you.
Taylor
Toppy!
McDonald.
Yep, make it good. Line's good.
Lead stones
Line's
for
great.
Team Wildcard 2.
Line's good. Toppy. Toppy. Kate, a little bit. Kate, deeper. Kate, yeah, Kate. Easy.
Don't want it to be
Good. Kate, good.
in the 4-foot area where Jen could tap it back an inch or two and be shot.
Good.
Yeah. I'm seeing like T-line back 4.
Okay. Yeah, just throw it top 4 and we can sweep it there. Okay.
T-line's good.
Yep.
So Jennifer wanting to create a wall at the back of the 4-foot so that Casey Scheidegger may jam on her final stone. So just a little bit of tap.
Back 4. Back 8.
Yep.
Line only.
Yes.
Mackenzie Zacharias.
You gotta go.
Mackenzie, the low player on the ice today.
No. We're good. Curl. Curl now. Curl now. Curl now. Lots of weight. Hey?
Hard curl, yeah.
Curl. Whoa. Okay. Okay, Mac.
So it's not where the stone is that's the problem. Just didn't want to tap it back that far.
And now the opportunity for Team Wildcard 2 to remove those guards.
Clean, okay. Yep. Go. All the way. Okay, good, Jess.
As you can do that now with stone number 6 of the end.
Manitoba, specifically Jennifer Jones, if you look through her history,
Okay, just
she has
fine.
found ways to steal games
Line's
and
perfect.
steal points.
Might need to curl a bit.
Like
you gotta
no
touch
other.
center. No, line's good. Okay. Just needs to sit.
It's good.
Nice, Mac.
Nice, Mac.
Good. Very nice.
Nice speed.
Nicely done. Lots of separation between those two guards. Very difficult to remove both and not leave your shooter. And on the other side, this is a team that has let a lot of people back in with the steals, although I would point out that the Scheidegger team that I saw last night and today is very different from the team that we saw earlier in the week.
Let's go far.
And Manitoba will continue to throw some guards. They've got some stones in the house that they can use, and they're currently shot stones, so don't need to force yet.
It's a little bit tighter than Mac.
Thought it was there.
Okay, it needs to stop if you're over.
Gotta go.
No, line's good. You can go. You can be a little bit aggressive. Make sure you're over. You're good. Nice car.
Sweet.
Really good.
Scary. There's a confident it's over.
Yeah.
And I kept saying that. I was like, ah.
Good sweep.
Again, Manitoba doing a great job of separating those stones not only in distance, but also lining them up. So this is the straight peel for Kate of the top one.
Clean.
It's easy.
Whoa, easy.
Whoa, Jess.
Clean, you're fine.
Jess.
That was thin.
Same.
Let's go.
So another guard, as right now it is Manitoba shot stone top 4 in a 6-6 tie. Scheidegger with hammer here in 11.
Looks heavier.
Whoa. Still good. Oh, whoa. It's good.
Line's, clean it, Mac. Line's tight here. Clean it.
Weight's nice.
High
Oh,
as
get
you
off,
can.
get off. It can't be.
It's like a rock deeper. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that much deeper.
No, leave it. Good.
You hear Lauren on the
Okay,
right
good.
side. Some wonderful numbers. She's a great lead, has been for a long time, and she's got a very calming influence. Jennifer's starting to hear the panic in her voice. It's coming in deep, and Lauren just very calmly says, no, this is where it is. She's a very good presence, a really good team player.
I like the tight.
If I hit the high one, it's fine.
Yep.
And a strong sweeper, Kathy, on that team.
She is the strongest sweeper on the team, which is why it's great to have her out there for a big draw or to move some stones back and forth.
Yep.
Kate Cameron, one more time.
Clean. Whoa.
Whoa.
Clean. Whoa.
Nope. Clean.
Clean.
You're good.
Clean. Good. Nice.
That's a good shot with having the opportunity
Good.
to
Now we got
remove
more
the
room on the
closer
yellow.
one.
Okay.
Good.
Nice
I
pair,
think
buddy.
that's the call. Now we got a lot more room.
Yeah. Like it. Nice shot.
Now it's wide open for you.
So a team conference here for Team Manitoba.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
coming this way.
Yeah, just leaves the
She
double
plays the
though.
slash, yeah.
And then I can try to wrap around everything.
On the next one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
So I mean, we can come here.
Yeah.
From there, there's no double. You want to call a time?
Yeah, sure.
Time.
And their timeout in the extra. Both teams do get one.
Yeah,
Do we need
we
just
can't
go forward?
guard. Well, even there,
Almost to
that's
the
very
button.
thin.
Yep.
But she can just pick it. Like if we're ever buried, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You're almost just trying to go edge on edge, and then you throw it again, and she's always got that tap. It's gonna make it.
I think this is a really good result. She probably comes around. I mean, what?
Do you like this? Or do you like just coming here?
You can always get that one.
I know.
I don't mind it. What if we tap the whole one to the bottom?
And just rolled off?
If she runs the double, then you
Then
stuff
we have.
If you stuff it in the red, she can hardly get to that nose.
Yeah, I'd have to be back here.
Then if she freezes for
We're dead.
You don't like the nose tap?
I don't mind. The problem is that if she removes the double. She removes the double.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, we
dead.
have
I'd
to
have
get a
that
little
come
low.
around to here. But if it's a nose double, yeah, then we're dead. I know. I think she's. Yeah, we'd have to guard this, I think. Because I think if she noses that, Glenn, I don't really have
really
anything,
hard.
do you know? Like, if we guarded this,
And then she's probably, if she taps, she's got some trouble. She peels, and we have this last one. Then she has the double for the win.
what do you like?
Tap. I like
Okay.
the tap.
Do you like
The
this
button?
tap?
Yes.
Okay. Let's make it.
So here's the problem, Rock, for Jennifer. Even it's her
If
own.
you like that, I like it.
But
I'm
if
just afraid
you
on this one that I'm
don't tap it and move it
always gonna
now,
leave her something.
here's the stone right here. I got circles everywhere. Goodness gracious.
So I'm seeing
You
C1.
play that tap stone back, and it's going to be very tough.
No,
So
not- you
in
have to get
tapping
low.
your stone now,
Even if we just tap this to here so she can't make the hit and roll behind the button.
Yeah.
She wants to play the inside one.
Got it.
I know. That's good.
so you make it now, and then you force Casey Scheidegger to make a big decision.
It's just incredible, Kathy. You see Glenn come out and talking with Jennifer. Combine those two, 20 national championship
Kinda going low. I'm
finals.
just afraid that I'm going to leave her something.
Okay.
So
Unreal.
I'm just seeing just like a back four. I'd like to tap it to the back four.
Okay.
And it's
So if she
really
hits and rolls
important
at least
because
Right.
with the Zacharias team, you'll hear them saying a lot, okay, they want to support Jennifer, but they don't have the longevity with the strategy, whereas someone like Glenn does. He knows what is likely to happen. And it's not that Jennifer's negative. If we do this, I'm dead. She's just being a pragmatist from what she's known from her career of what teams will do if you do X, Y, Z.
Jennifer Jones coming in on a 5-game winning streak.
Back four.
Her only loss was
Back
game
in.
1
Whoa,
to
Carr.
Krista
Whoa,
McCarville,
he's
Northern
good.
Ontario.
He's nice. Close.
Trying to keep the momentum going and win 6 in a row.
Back eight.
She's trying to tap and not set up the double.
Close.
Back eight.
Clean it, clean it, clean it. Yep.
Yes. Roll it.
Really good, John.
Good.
Really good. That's pretty good.
It is pretty good because
bad.
the yellow
Wobble.
shooter took
Yeah.
away the straight
Pretty good,
raise.
yeah.
Great shot.
I think so.
Yeah, she does that. We have the
Double
top.
there though.
Do you like playing that? You only have a quarter.
Just hack. Then it opens this, and I don't think she can hide and take both shots away from us.
You have all of that right now.
This?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's not helping.
Okay.
Well, we could nose that.
You have very little of this red one, but I don't hate it.
Or even, like, do we ever move this too?
Just shrinks it a bit for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't hate it, but like if you do that though, then she comes here.
Let's call
And then, like, we always had that.
Timeout.
Timeout. I think our
And
last
wild
call
card
was pretty
2
obvious.
using their timeout.
We were just thinking if we did play this and get this gone or to here, then even if she goes here, you have this. If she's too deep, you have the double. If she's short, you have a nose hit. Like, I don't think she could take it all away.
A sliver of this. It just looks gross. So if you're okay with that, I think it's there.
What do you see
I
in Joan?
also think you can play backline and get like here.
Yeah.
It's just
but
gross
I
if
don't
you're
mind
off of
that
her.
either. I completely agree.
Okay.
Like we could just make it good.
I'm not opposed to that. I just think that she has this then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't love it.
And then we're pretty hooped, especially if we draw to here and she taps to here, we're game over.
What's your
She
gut?
I
acts
feel like this is
almost
the
all of
rock
that.
that's hurting us.
I do too.
So like either this or this. And like we know this curls. I came through a hole that was like dead buried with hack.
If you think of your splitting nose open and she is going to come, top right there.
Yeah, but then we'd have this or this.
You just have to throw enough weight to move this all the way
Yeah.
over. Like if we push it
And
right
I'm just worried
here.
that this is going to spin here and block our
Yeah.
draw. She blocks
That's.
that.
But we
I
have
like
that.
I
Okay.
think if you're going to play at the yellow, you got to go this
Okay.
way. Like you don't
I
have
like
enough
that.
of that
Okay,
red.
and then we'd still have a draw there too.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, even
Okay.
if we pick it out,
Okay.
we're
That
still
12-5?
have a
Yeah.
shot.
Very straight here. Okay?
Yes. With a little bit at the end though, remember?
You want to hit 2/3 of this?
Yep.
The shot that Jennifer just threw was brilliant because this stone, her shooter, is now the biggest problem. There's no longer a red raise, and so they
12 and a
talked
half.
about playing this
Still
red
nice
onto
and fast. I
yellow,
haven't come down at all.
but instead they're going to come at it this way.
hold it for you.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
They're going to come at it this way, get rid of this stone, move it open. If they leave their shooter right there, they're going to have a tap both ways. And they're going to potentially open up the shot stone. You can get to the nose of that yellow stone, but it doesn't do you any good because Jennifer will play the tap and you'll have no access to it.
You gotta go.
So both teams have used their timeouts. Casey Scheidegger,
Hard, you gotta go.
her first and 11. Here comes that yellow guard. They are by it.
Any note.
Tap the yellow,
Good.
drive it
Real
through.
nice. I think that's pretty good.
And shot stone still Manitoba
That's good. Yeah.
with 2 rocks to come.
I think that's pretty good, Skippy.
Yeah, it's not bad, hey? It did, yeah.
Hard! Line's good! Hard! Hard!
Great brushing.
Good, good.
Okay.
Now
nice.
you've got
I
the
think
nose
that's
onto the yellow and you've got a tap. Jennifer has to protect something.
good.
I think so. I could
Yeah.
throw the out turn draw, but I don't think it changes a whole lot.
No, I think she's playing this. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
like
Casey
this.
trying
I
to
like this.
determine now, will I
That's
play
too
the
much
draw or
ice.
play the tap?
I don't think so.
You
Hair left.
also know that with Casey
Yeah, I like that.
Scheidegger,
Good.
her
Let's
hits
go, Jen.
are
You got
her
it, Jen.
strength and her
My first time, I
comfort.
just
So if
can't
Jennifer
see it.
doesn't
Yeah,
guard
40
this side,
seconds.
that is for sure what she would play. They want to force her to play the draw.
So well thought out from both sides.
Halfway.
Mine's good.
Right now she
Just clean it
does
apart.
have shot rock.
Clean it.
Half. A little higher than half.
Clean it.
Halfway.
Clean it, Carly.
Tight. Tight.
No, then.
No. Just let it settle. Line's really good. It's just gotta sit.
Down. Good. Good, Jen. That's a trick. Good.
Well, it's interesting. We always know Casey Scheidegger as a big hitter, but it's disproportionately flipped today. 65% on her hits, 92% on her draws.
Yep, good. Good shot.
So I know that for Jennifer, thinking of protecting against what Casey is known for, but the draw has been in her wheelhouse today.
Let us know if it's holding.
Full 4.
a 6-6 tie. 92% on those 9 draws. Needs the biggest one of all right now. Final stone, Casey Scheidegger.
Line's good. Line's great. T-line. Room right now. Room.
Gotta go. Yep.
Gotta curl.
Wait till pace.
Just go for it.
Would love a piece of the hearts.
Gotta curl.
Gotta go.
Gotta go and gotta curl. Gotta drag it there in time. Can they curl it in? A little bit more for shot stone, and it is short. As Jennifer Jones steals one in an extra. 6 straight wins and counting now for the 6th time Scotties champ.
Nice last one.
Yeah.
Both them. Good pair.
Sorry about my double. Oh, look at Bella and Skylar.
That Manitoba support, family support. And that is a massive win because Jennifer Jones improving now to 6-1 in Pool B. Homan that win as well, improving to 4-2. Carrie Anderson, the 3-time defending champ, the only team thus far to qualify for the playoffs. And remember, top 3 each pool advance and have a chance on Championship Sunday. Coming up this afternoon, a 3-2 record, and it's the Scotties rookie skip, Kayla Skurlik, taking on Christina Black at 4-2. Team Nova Scotia, Team Alberta. Can't wait. Later on today at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, as Russ, Joe, myself, Kathy have you covered right here in Kamloops. Wednesday, always moving day at the Scotties. A little bit of separation will slowly come between the pretenders and the contenders. Thanks for watching us on this Wednesday. We'll see you later on this afternoon at the Scotties from Kamloops.